Hello everybody and welcome to the Gilded Flask where adventure is never far. My name is Barry and I will be your Dungeon Master for this session. And I'm joined by three wonderful people. Please introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Anne and I play the Inquisitive College of Spirits Bard, Kalalanakot.
I'm Daniel. I play John Varenthal, the valiant paladin of Midnight, Oath of the something.
And I'm Marissa. I play Kasariel, the ASMR Twilight Cleric. And now you know why I keep mine simple.
You might notice that we have not played D&D for 2 weeks because, as you all know, if you play it every week, there's a rhythm that you're sort of like into. And when you skip 1 or 2 weeks, it's like, what are we supposed to do again on Saturday evenings? Still, it's good to have you, and it's really good to be back. Episode 42, we're going to have a lot of fun. Before we dive into it, we want to say a big round of thank you to so many people out there that have helped us create this piece of magic. We have some wonderful background music, we have some wonderful character art, we have wonderful maps in the background made by so many talented people. If you want to have a full list of all of those, please check below the YouTube video, because yes, we are live on Twitch right now, but we're also uploading to YouTube. We have a podcast going as well on your favorite podcast platform, so you can listen to us on the go if you can't catch us live on Twitch or if you can't view us on YouTube. Oh yes. We also have a Discord, so if you want to talk with us live, you can totally do that. We do respond over there quite quickly, and when we take our break on Twitch, you can also have a live chat with us as we take our break. Yes. And with that, let's head into the tale.
Tell me, do you like ghost stories? I've been investigating people vanishing mysteriously into the night, never to return. It looks like I've found out where they've been.
Good evening. I don't like this place. The air feels heavier.
Did you hear that?
What do you mean he's watching?
In this place, nothing is what it seems.
We come from an ancient land. There's no time for this. What are you looking for?
This place has taken my father and my mother. It will not have me.
We gotta move, now.
Oh, I do love a good mystery.
Barovia is mine, and so are you.
We're having some fun with each other while we're waiting for the intro, but man, that is a good intro right there. That intro was made by our very own Marissa, also known as Kasariel. What a quality. I love this intro. And just as a little hint, after Curse of Strahd, we will of course continue with the next campaign. We've already revealed that will be the Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. Marissa and I are just laying the foundation for the new intro. It's going to be great, and we're trying to make it even cooler than this. Imagine that. But this one, love it. Thank you so much for that, Kasariel. 42 episodes in. So what are we going to do today? Well, let's have a look back at our previous episode, episode 41. If memory serves, you were still at Castle Argynvost, and over there, you were helping out the Revenant Knights that are still living over there. They had some various tasks that they need some helping with, and you picked one that I never thought you would pick because it involved spiders, and that's a thing in our party. You decided to go into the wood and slay the Spider King, who is solely responsible for turning the Revenants into these horrid, creepy spider beings that were then sent loose to Castle Argynvost in an endless battle between good and bad. You went into the forest, you slew the Spider Queen with a bit of effort, and it was tense, but you managed to defeat her. And since the quest, yes, you burned her to a crisp with a well-placed fireball in the end. You cut off her head per the request of the Revenants because they needed her head as proof of her demise, and you went back to Argynvost. And unless I forgot something, I believe that is where we left off last time.
I think we were given a hasty message from somebody at the very end.
Casimir.
Yes,
Casimir's
that is...
David, is it? Savid.
Savid, yes. I would totally forget, but that is indeed a very important point.
I'd never forget him.
You ran into Savid, who is one of the last remaining Dusk Elves in this world, who came to tell you that one of your friends, companions, I guess, Esmerelda, had run off to the ruins of Berez, the deep swamps beyond Castle Argynvost. And whether or not you want to do something with that is something that you're going to have to decide today. So let's go to Castle Argynvost, see what you guys decide.
I think we turned it off for now, but the points and stuff like that. But I just think we want to answer. I think we all agree the Shadow Spawn Pug Stoker would be our starter. I think.
Bagman.
Bagman.
Bagman. Basically a starter Pokemon. We can bust that out whenever we want. Go Bagman, go.
Good point.
Bagman.
Yes, Esmeralda's in desperate need of help. She ran off without... This is what happens when we don't reach out a loving hand. Perhaps maybe if she trusted us, she would have just gone back to... Though it might not be her. It doesn't seem like her to make risky decisions.
Didn't we tell her about what happened at the Amber Temple?
We did, and we also told her so much, and then she decided to run off to Berez. Did she know about the gem? I don't think she did. We talked about that in our head. So why is she off in that damned swamp? Either way, we should save her. I'm quite fond of her. I wouldn't like her to die if it's the real her, and if it's not the real her, then we'll know it's not the real her. And we need to go to Berez anyway. I just was hoping for a little bit of a buffer before then, but it seems like that's probably not an option.
They're having this discussion, I'd like to make an insight check on Savid. Casariel is watching him like a hawk.
When is Casariel never not watching someone like a hawk?
I was watching him as well, but in a very different way.
Yeah.
John's got his hands on his hip and he's just shaking his head.
9 plus 8 and 17?
17. He doesn't seem like flustered or anything, but he does seem relatively truthful.
Relatively what?
Truthful.
Oh, truthful. I thought you...
Yeah, you would expect that someone bringing this news would have a bit of like panic or whatever. He doesn't have any of that, but he does seem truthful.
How did you find out about this? Or did you pass them on the road? Did she say that she was going there?
I did pass her on the road. We know her rather well. She comes to our camp quite often. Recently, she came to our camp to talk. She said that she had met with you, and she was asking if there would be a chance of some people getting together for a grand meeting. And while we were discussing that, she said that she had a couple of leads to follow up on because something didn't feel right about a certain mansion, she said. And after we asked, she just said, I need to go to the swamps. Better not tell the others. I think she meant you, and I don't want to go against her wishes, but I mean, I don't like going to that swamp myself. I don't go there. Anyone that goes in there alone must be a fool. So I couldn't help myself. I had to tell you.
I mean, that's so fairy tale, isn't it? Like, oh, I'm going to go do this plan. Wait, don't tell anyone about this plan. That's weird. Casariel,
we do have to go there anyway, don't we?
We do. We should go there. We should go look for her, but it's weird. Do you have that spell where you can talk to people far away, sending?
Oh, I certainly can do that spell. Let me think for a moment if I if I've prepared that for today.
Of course, I understand cleric magic can be quite complex. As a bard, you just learn the one and you're good to go.
Yeah. No, but I can bring you back to life if you die.
That's more important, I will say. Yes. Okay, well, this is awful. All right, Berez. To the Berezian swamps. To go save her.
Savid, do you know
die.
the way? Like, is there a path to there from here, or do we have to just forge our way like we did with the mountain?
Me? Oh, no. From here, if you go down the hill that Argynvost is on, and then you go to the south, you can't miss it. There used to be a big town there, but it's been overtaken by a swamp. That swamp hasn't been there for I think over 200 years, more or less. Before that, it was just. I mean, there was this whole village there, but the swamps just crept in and swallowed basically everything that was there.
Wait, so it's just south of here?
So, yes.
Well, that's fantastic. It's not that far away.
No.
When the swamps began to creep in was around the same time that the fog did the same.
Oh no, it was after that. The fog has been here for so long. Then again, the swamps have been here for hundreds of years too, but not as long. No.
Okay. Will you, whenever you return back, find Rudolph van Richten and let him know of Esmerelda's plan? I fear he would worry for her.
I will. Would you rather he come and see you, or should he try and stay with... I mean, I can't hold him, but should I ask him to stay put, or what do you want me to do?
If he has any means to communicate, maybe he can reach out to her and try to convince her to come back.
Most of all, tell him to stay put. We'll need everything we can get during the final... Well, during our time here, so I would hate for him to get into trouble, but just let him know that it's happening and we're looking for her.
All right, I will. You do take care. The swamps are scary. There's creatures over there that I have never seen before, and I dare not go too close. So watch out for yourselves.
Yes,
You as well, Savid.
Thank you, Savid. Any other questions before we go?
No, let's go fucking kill something.
You heard the woman.
Good
luck on your travels back. Do be careful. It is getting a little dangerous out there. It's always, I suppose, but do be careful.
Yes. Good luck to you as well. And he turns around and slips out the door.
She's going to die in there. I think she's going... Oh my god.
Save us from the stubbornness of fools.
I like fools. I like you. I don't want her to die. Oh dear. Alright.
Yeah, I suppose. Do we have anything else keeping us here before we should probably head out as soon as possible? She's in danger.
No, we let the guard know that the Spider Queen is dead, so... We did bring him her head, yes. I believe we did.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Alright, let's get on our horses and head south, unless there's any way you want to stop in on the way. Well, we can't really go on the way, we'd have to go all the way around, but we could probably manage maybe a trip to Kresko Valaki, but I really don't want her to die.
Oh, right
Yeah.
away.
Let's go. If we catch her early enough, we might be able to save her. I'm kind of...
Ladies first, I say to John as he exits before me.
John just like shakes his head and keeps walking. I have been told I am a pretty girl.
All right. As you exit the castle, Casario.
I think Carla's locked in.
You're not letting me out. Let me free.
There we go.
For a second there, I was like, oh no. Here we go.
So as you're exiting the castle, Casario, you hear a voice in your head. And you're the only one that hears it.
Oh.
I wish you good luck in these swamps. Be careful out there. Not everything is what it seems. Once you get out, don't forget that you and I should have a meeting. As I said, you're the only one that can hear that. If you want to relay that, of course, that is on you.
Should we need you, perhaps I could call for you.
You don't get any response to that, so whether or not he heard that, you do not know.
Damn, I've run out of
Yeah,
spell
right.
slots for the day.
That one's a two-way, and I know it. You can reply to that message. Anyway, you guys hear me talk to myself, so.
You all good?
Oh,
Where did we leave our horses?
Just there.
Kasara
not
looked
pointing.
like she was gonna elaborate, but John like keeps moving forward, like where the horses, so she just like lets that one go.
You probably tied the horses up somewhere here, so I'm gonna let you, like, you can get up your horses here. Is there anything you want to do here in Argynvost, or do you want to move away?
Let's get moving and shaking, I think.
Alrighty.
God, I so wanted to say something to the effect of, things are probably exactly what they seem, so be prepared. No.
Like
So-
the fogs.
Since you've had the little bag of grit from DM Anthe, the visitor and at the wedding, that has cleared out your entire map, you can very easily scour the map right now. And as you look at the map, you notice indeed that the road here that goes to the south sort of ends abruptly in a splotch of water. There is somewhat of a village drawn over there, but you can notice that it's indeed slapdash in the middle of this watery area. There is no doubt that that should be the swamps.
All right. We'll gallop until we cannot gallop no more towards the swamps.
Alrighty.
I think we would definitely keep close to the river as well, just to have like a directional sort of point of view from the map.
And that is fair.
And if the terrain starts getting a little bit less stable, we'll probably, go right ahead at a reasonable but safe pace.
But you do keep your horses with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
As in you're
Tara
riding them
is
still, or are you
the
taking
most
them with
beautiful
you?
horses. Of course we are. Can't leave her here. Well, we could leave her here in charge of the other two if we need to.
Watson is quite intelligent.
Just
We'll be
Dave could probably
fine.
use some looking after.
Yes, it would take two of them to look after Dave. She's special.
Rowdy.
She is
Rowdy,
special.
yes.
My mom always used to say that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. As you're getting deeper and deeper into the area, you're noticing that the weather around you is also changing. It's getting darker and darker, and for a moment it feels like you are almost riding at night. The weather around you is slightly shifting. It gets more humid, and you're also noticing sounds that are vastly different from the countryside that you just came out of. You hear the odd ribbit of a frog. You hear some insects here and there. And looking around you at the foliage and the plants and trees, yeah, you have just arrived in a very swampy area. The area itself is not necessarily heavily obscured around you, but it looks like you really have to watch your pace here. There are some puddles of mud here and there. Water seems to be forming puddles alongside the river, even though the river itself might be a good way to keep track. You're currently still standing on a road, and you know for a fact that on your left side, that river is still there. But if you look towards the river right now, you can't really see it. Like, you know it's there because you saw it a couple of minutes ago. But you can't really see it. You think you might know where it is, but it might as well just be a patch of mud. How do you want to proceed from here? And from a technical point of view, there's one token. That's all three of you.
Okay. Well,
So are you saying that all of the landscape around us blends in essentially together from our perspective?
It's without any extra efforts to try and see where you are. It looks all the same.
I can't see anything on my map. Can you guys, or is that the point?
At the top
You
right.
should be able to see at the top right one very small dot. That's you.
Okay.
Kind of looking up, is it the same sort of dankness, or would there be able, like, is there an idea that maybe the sky is a little clearer?
No, the sky is still very, very drab and very gray, so the clouds are still there, but there is this sort of like greenish, bluish hue against it. So it looks different.
I'm gonna pull out my sword. I was gonna say I'm just gonna pull out my sword and just light it and start increasing the radiance just to see if that helps with visibility. Exactly.
I need to use that every single time. Sure, that will give you some more visual. So I will. What was the maximum on that again?
I gotta find it again.
I think like 30 feet, right?
I believe so, but okay, yeah, it's a 15 foot, and it goes up to a 30 foot bright and 30 foot more dim.
Yep.
So, yep.
I am going to grant you that. And this should increase your vision. I'm not sure if it does, but...
Nothing's changed for us, I don't think.
Yeah. Dang it. Let me see. Vision.
He's just sort of... Oh, wow. Yeah. So he's just holding that out in front of us just to...
There we go.
But you guys are still sort of leading the way.
So this definitely helps. And looking around you in about 30-foot radius around you, you can more clearly see where you are. Still, the landscape itself is just swamp. You see no recognizable things just yet other than plants, trees, swamp water.
Looking at our feet, is there like a bit of a path worn at any point, or is it...
There is a bit, yes.
I think we should probably stick to paths so that we don't get too horribly lost.
You think we should walk alongside the horses just for now, just to... for stability's sake?
Oh my god! I just had a vision of the never-ending story in Artax. Let's leave our horses here.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just thinking, should have renamed her Artax.
We can't scar an entirely new generation of people with this, so that haven't seen that movie. So, like, let's leave our horse. Satara, you will look after Dave, won't you?
Are there trees ahead of us?
A couple, yeah.
Okay. Can we... we should probably tie them to these trees up here.
Yes. And we'll leave like horse feed out for them that we got when we stop off at different places. And oh, I am nervous about leaving them in a place where we can't see much. But
do you know what? I think perhaps Sutara should lead them back to a city. What's the nearest city? Where did we just come from? Argynvost?
Argynvost,
City.
Right, it's not, but that's a landmark. Because if we tie them and something comes, won't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about as well.
I was thinking we could just walk with them, so we can keep an eye on them as well.
There should be ruins, like, of a city around here. We might be able to find some cover for them once we get there.
All right.
And if we keep them on us, then when we encounter Esmerelda, we can tell her to get on the fucking horse and go home.
Did you hear that?
Was that your stomach, John?
I'm sorry, what?
That was one of your horses.
It was Dave.
It was probably Dave.
Don't worry, Dave. We'll protect you. She flicks her mane.
She's quite noisy. Mm.
I think we should hang on to them.
Let's walk.
If we need to, yeah, we can walk with them.
Yeah. So if we want to go exploring somewhere dangerous, we will be okay. All right.
I'm seeing something of two paths here splitting. I can't really tell if either one is
Hmm.
I don't like this place. The air feels heavier.
And it does. Yes. If there was ever a place where that line would fit, this would be the one, John.
All right. I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to use Divine Sense and see if I can see anything in 60 feet around us.
Magical. Miracles
At the
happen,
moment,
guys.
at the moment, not really.
All right.
You do see faint residue on the ground, but you're not sure what that means.
There's something here, but it's whatever it is. It's passed long from this place. Or
Does my
Hmm.
300 feet of dark vision help me at all here, or is it
No. No, you
Okay.
can see beyond the light circle, but everything beyond that just blends in. Like if there is
Okay.
something that is really a landmark, I'll tell you because you can see that.
Right.
But other than that, it just blends in.
Okay.
I'd like to call out for Esmerelda. Maybe she's around here somewhere, but we probably don't want to disturb anything else that's in the area.
No. No. You know what? I'll go first.
All right.
I'll go first. And I will take the lead.
I'll take the rear. Make sure nothing comes up behind us.
I'll use Steps of Night so that I'm not actually walking in the swamp, that I'm floating just a little bit above.
That's really cool.
All right.
And I'll stay like 20 feet in front.
Perfect. Marissa's currently the only one not making footprints.
I trudge heavily through the swamp, making a trench.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like every one footstep of John, you've got like 3 or 4 of Carlos. Kind of keeping up pace.
That's exactly what it looks like. I love it. All right. Casario, one of the first things that you'll notice when you get just beyond the bend over here is you still have the river on your left shoulder, so to the south from here. On the other side of the river, you notice that there is a bit of a clearing, and it looks like there are some dancing lights over there. It's hard to see what it is exactly, but you do see that you would have to cross the river to get there. Now, do note, this river, you noticed as you were coming up on the swamp, was becoming more and more like a stagnant stream. Like it wasn't flowing at all, and it was very undeep. You could see that easily from the side. Seeing as this is a swamp, you figure that the river still isn't that deep, but...
Do the dancing lights look like something that I've seen before? The thing that
looks like-
immediately comes to Casario's mind is like, okay, usually anything pretty in a place that's dangerous is very bad news.
You do have a very good connection to the Feywild, right?
Do I?
I don't think Casario.
No,
Oh,
Shadow.
that's-
Yeah.
no.
Her-
that's-
her-
Not this character.
the one
Not
shot.
this one. Next
No.
one.
In that case, you know what? Let's be fair. Roll me a nature check.
Ooh.
Oh. All right. Oh. Okay, that's 15 plus nothing. 15.
Okay, it kind of looks like fireflies, but that's awkward because it's not. It's a little further away. Those should be some very big fireflies.
Mm-hmm. Do you see that over there? The lights across the river?
John for sure doesn't, by the way.
I'm more paying attention to our rear guard, making sure nothing sneaks up.
Fair.
What have you got
Can
up
she
there?
see it because of her vision, or is it because of the sword light that she can see it?
No, definitely not the sword light. That doesn't even reach there.
Okay, then I cannot see that either.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, it could be fireflies. It could be creatures luring us in by their delightful, innocent light. And that's bad if that's the case, because it's usually deadly. Be careful.
There's lots of stories about like fairy tales and such of dancing lights leading children off in the Feywild to their imminent demise. So we will stay well away from them, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, reminds me of the business we had in the farm. We had those, I forget what it was, but they were trying to attract us in, but we ended up trapping them instead. Let's not deal with them this way.
Right. All right.
I also have this image in my mind of as we're walking along. Just think Lord of the Rings, Legolas. She's walking but not leaving any footsteps. It's just beautiful.
I'm gonna draw my sword just at my
Okay.
side,
Okay.
just kind of ready. And Casaro's doing her thing. She's checking her 3. They're 12. They're 6.
I'm
All
gonna
the
keep an
things.
eye
They're
on the
9.
tree line.
All right.
I'm going to keep my eye on the path for any
Alrighty.
footsteps or anything like that.
All three of you may make me a perception check.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
16.
13.
All right. I'll allow it for all three of you. As you're looking around and keeping an eye on the path and just really keeping check, you're noticing all of a sudden that the ground here looks slightly different than where you just came from. The ground itself has been mixed in with some rubble. And it slowly dawns on you that you are currently standing in what looks to be the middle of a village, or the remnants of it. There is almost nothing left here, but if you were looking for a village, this might very well be at least part of it. You're noticing that this runs along a little further, but if this is the village, there's nothing left.
From what we can see. I stop just a moment, please.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out the Ouija board and place it on the
Okay.
ground
Cool
and
take.
try to call for any former villagers who used to live here. Any spirits.
Let's. I didn't account for that, but that is a very smart move.
That's our Carla.
Oh, I love ghosts. Okay. Is there anybody with us here right now?
The token itself moves to yes. It was already there, but it moves to yes.
Excellent. Are you a villager or something else? Someone who died here or, something evil? Evil
Might be
or
ver-
villager?
L.
Evil. Okay.
No, Villager. Villager.
Oh, villager. Okay.
Villager.
V-I-L-L.
Evil. Great.
Ah, you're evil.
Yes.
Throws away the board.
Villager. Okay. Excellent. Could you appear to us? Can I try to draw your spirit forward? Should we ask it?
Are you
Are we-
evil? Well, from my perspective.
Well, from my perspective, villagers. No. Okay. I'm trying to think of good questions. It's difficult. I pulled this out my ass. All right. What path should we go from here? Should we stay within the ruins, or should we? What direction should we go? North, south, east, west? Or church. I need to go to the church. What direction is the church?
Probably the most holy rubble pile in here.
A-N-I-O-N.
Mansion.
The mansion.
Somebody have a church in their mansion? Are we going to Ravenloft?
That's why Savid said Esmerelda went. Is it not? Or am I misremembering?
No, you're right, but I thought when they said mansion, I thought they were going to our house.
So did I.
Hmm. Did a red-headed woman come through here recently? Did you see her? E-L-P. help us. How?
The board remains unresponsive to that last question.
Is the Fane here? The Swamp Fane? Yes. Is she listening right now? Oh my. Okay, pack up the Ouija board, put it back in. Well, you two are holy people. Seek out a church, apparently. Can you locate them?
I can try to locate. If it's been consecrated, at least I should be able to find it.
I don't know if
Call
much
John.
is. Mm-mm.
All right. Sorry,
Because I'm like very interested because I don't think she's ever seen him do this before.
I'm gonna. I guess Kazari will keep an eye, make sure nothing jumps me, and he's gonna walk
Two
to this.
eyes. As often as I can spare them.
You're so wise. I'm gonna walk to the center of the road and put my hand in the path and sort of look around, and I'm gonna do divine sense again and see if anything calls out to me. Exactly.
Just like feeling the wind, right? It's actually beyond your reach, but because of the fact that you're going to use this to find consecrated grounds, I think that is such a smart take on using your skill. So I'm going to allow it. You're noticing a faint bit of holiness, if you will, basically straight west from you. It's a little ways away, but it is straight west.
So I touch the ground, and you just sort of see this almost like pulse go into the ground, and then several seconds later, it like my hand like another pulse comes back, and it's basically radar. Further into the town, there is some holy ground further into the town. I assume that's where the church was.
Excellent. All right. Lead the way, Almighty John.
Good job, buddy. I'll take the rear.
All right. Now I'll start walking forward, keeping an eye on the buildings as we pass.
Mm-hmm.
As we're passing these buildings, is there any material or details on any of the piles of rubble that say what they may have been? Do they just look like houses?
Yeah, mostly just houses. At a cursory glance, there's really nothing more that you can see. There are really piles of rubble and bits of rotted wood. There's quite literally nothing left of value on a cursory glance. Also, I have to say this. This map is made to trigger things here and there, so you guys get into something. You have so far, the way that you've moved across the map, missed 8 of those. So holy shit, you're doing so well. Every single time I'm like, there we are, there we go.
Well, no, that's I don't want to lose.
No, it's good.
Okay,
it's
okay.
good. No, that's the RNG from my side. It's just perfect. Like you've been like, sometimes it's one square. It's like, if you don't hit that square, you're gonna trigger something, and you pushed right through it.
I'm just gonna start zigzagging through everything.
Do not.
As you're moving forward,
please.
you are noticing a couple of things now. You're coming on the outskirts of a town, and you're noticing 3 interesting locations. I would urge you to just move 1 square forward, so it makes a little bit more sense that I'm explaining it, because then it should be within your light vision. There you go. What you're seeing is that the path over here sort of forks again, and then sort of trails off into the water. It just like the path itself is gone here. But beyond this fork, you see 3 distinct locations that pique your interest. First off, a little bit more to the north, on the edge of what you can see right now, there is the remnants of a church. It is not much, but you can definitely make out that used to be a church. You can see a graveyard beyond it as well, but that is very vague. Just below that, you see the ruins of what must have been a grand, grand house. And right in front of it, just covered by a pool of water, seems to be a circle. It looks almost like a pen. And unless you're mistaken, you see something moving in that pen.
Oh, Kazara, we've got some movement ahead.
Copy that. I will move ahead and stand next to him.
I'm going to keep an eye towards the church to make sure nothing rushes us from that direction while she, does her thing.
Perfect.
Right.
Yeah, I'll head for the pens. Right?
Alrighty.
Yes, we'll walk. Yeah, we're walking together, but she has better vision than I have, so I imagine she can.
Fair enough. Feel free to put yourself towards the pen. And there we are. I'm going to have to put your tokens down.
Okay.
But as you approach, you notice that you have a bit of a clearing here. And within this clearing, you notice that there is a crude wooden fence that is forming a circular pen. The pen itself has a bunch of goats in there. You can clearly hear them. You can even smell them at this distance. The fence itself, as I said, is made of wood, but you also notice that there is a whole bunch of human skulls that are lining it as some sort of a macabre decoration.
Oh no. Do the goats look normal? Like they look just like happy goats frolicking in the skull pen?
In contrast to what? Have you ever seen an evil goat?
Well, no.
Are they fighting?
This is D&D.
Then they look like normal
That's a
goats to
valid
you.
question. All right, thank you. Are they demon undead goats, Papa, or are they normal damn goats?
Do they scream out, Mark?
They could be featured in YouTube videos. Yes, they look like perfectly normal, sensible goats.
Okay. All right.
Other than that, you're noticing some dancing lights here. They look kind of like fireflies, but at this distance, they're a bit bigger, and you're noticing that they look very colorful.
Oh no.
They seem to be floating around a tree that is just to the west of where you are right now.
How much money do you have on the bet that if we go invisible right now, they won't see us?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Perhaps we should just try to talk to them. You're good at talking, Carla. Why don't you say hello?
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm
I mean, if you want to, I'll talk to them. But
yeah, because talking seemed to do those people good, and I'm going to point at the skulls on the spikes.
Yes, but they were probably not good at fighting, at the very least. You know.
How about this? Okay, and I'll pull both of them back to kind of hide between the shrubbery a little bit. Okay. How about I send one of the little animals that I have in my bag out and see how they sort of react to that? And then we get a little, idea of whether they're hostile or friendly. Like, they might just throw the animal in the pen. We don't know.
All right. Or could we not also just leave? Do we need to be here? Are we sure?
We have to go to the church. We were told to go to the church.
Okay.
Right.
I believe I know what's happening here, but John doesn't, and so I'm not going to say anything. But anyway.
We get a divine roll that John might just know this one thing.
No. This is great.
Oh, dear.
I mean, what do you...
I don't know.
We can't just say that.
I don't know what this would do against a firefly. We could always try. He holds up his wand.
No.
I like Carla's idea better.
Oh, yes.
Better.
Let's fight.
If they decide to maul the animal, then you have fun with that wand, I think.
Of course.
Always have fun with your own wand. Right, I'm going to roll my bag of trick. I'm going to get an animal out.
Roll your dice, and what do you get?
Let's see. Okay, it's a D8. Roll 7. A giant hyena comes forward. Growls sort of open from the bag.
There it is.
Buddy, hello. I haven't seen you since the Amber Temple. How are you doing? Anyways, that doesn't matter. Do you see those very pretty lights over there? Can you go and just trot over, sort of exude friendliness towards them, see how they react?
It laughs at you like a hyena should, and then it trottles over. As it does, the little creatures over here take an interest and start floating around this particular creature. You're noticing that they're sort of dancing around him, and other than that, nothing really happens. You hear the odd giggle, and it doesn't sound like it's the hyena.
It might be friendly.
Wow. It might. How about we just try to pick our way across over to the church while they're a little bit distracted? How about that? Yeah?
I agree.
Looks like there's. Oh, we're going to the church.
Yeah.
Okay. We should probably visit the church. Esmerelda might be here somewhere.
John,
Yes, and we would.
in school, did we learn that? And she looks at John, and she realizes the question that she's asking, and she stops.
In school, yes.
I hit things good in school.
You did, buddy. Never mind. Sorry, caller, I can't recall. Unfortunately, these are rare in our plane of existence. I just don't remember if they can see invisibility or not. But I know they're nasty. If in
Yeah.
fact this is that, probably
Usually-
they can see.
Yes, when I was in school, I learnt a tiny bit. I had the option to maybe delve a little deeper into Fey magic, but I found the, the more occult side of it a lot more interesting. And the brief amount that I knew is that they are masters of illusion, and illusionists tend to be able to see through illusions quite well.
Right.
Can't outdo the doer, that sort of thing. How about we give it a go anyway? We go invisible, and we take the cautious route sort of behind this sort of thing, in the shrubbery particularly, and we watch our backs very carefully, and we just make our way towards the church, and we get to the church, and hopefully don't have to deal with these creatures.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
Carla will reach out, and before she does that, she will cast Rari's telepathic bond, and I will bond with my companions so that we now have a sort of telepathic link. We're able to communicate with each other without speaking over any amount of distances, so we're going to be able to hear each other, and it's over any plane as well, so that's very cool. As long as the creature doesn't have an intelligence score of 2. Do you have that, John?
What?
Can you at least manage to?
Yeah. Is your intelligence higher than... I know it is. Okay.
2 isn't that high.
So yes.
It's not even that much higher than 1, I think.
Okay. I will form the bond, and then I will turn us all invisible.
I guess it depends on what it
Okay.
is. 2 dragons would be much higher than 1.
And then I'll begin sort of leading the group this way, sort of going towards the shrubbery and sort of picking my way over, and I'll keep kind of Casariel's cloak in my hand so that she can do that, and I know John will be able to see us as long as he's close.
Yeah, and I imagine with the telepathic bond, you can also sort of guide us.
Yeah. Mentally, just kind of okay, over on your left, and just stay very close to the tree line, and just slowly towards the church.
All right.
Which I think I'm going in the right direction of the church, am I?
As we're
Yeah.
going, I'm looking at the hyena to see if they react to us walking by.
No, they're sort of floating around him, and it almost what's your passive, John?
My passive perception is 14.
Yes. It almost looks like they're playing with it.
Okay. All right. I'm focused very solidly ahead of me and towards the fairies to my south. Nowhere else.
Alrighty. You manage to sneak around, if you will. Do you want to head to the church?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yes. Absolutely.
Was the
Noted.
church back the way we came?
No, it's
North.
if you could basically go around and then towards the
okay.
slightly to the north, you should be able to reach the church.
Like, all right, where are we
Just
going?
roll one.
Back the way we came. Damn.
Turn
Pink
around.
Panther like noises.
Again, I noticed that I saw that was a great touch, but John didn't notice. Son of a bitch.
What?
Our followers in the night.
I
Anyway.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Alrighty. As you approach the church, you're noticing that there is still a bit of a wall and a bit of the tower standing, but it's basically just a facade. Everything beyond that is completely broken down, just like the village itself. As you're getting closer, however, you are noticing some very faint talking on the wind. Let me grab your tokens. Oh, that is very dark for you, I think, right?
Tis.
We see nothing yet.
Yeah, I see nothing. Let me just swap that out for you.
Nothing. We've never actually seen
Just
where that
there.
came from. Just a reference.
To keep like compliance, can we say that we just left the horses back in the village when we found some rubble?
Sure. I'm a benevolent DM. Did you tie them off?
Oh,
That's the only thing I need to know.
I didn't tie mine. She's fine.
I
She's,
think we
she's gonna
tied Dave
untie the other
to
ones
Her.
and lead them back to safety if they get in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tied Dave
Tied a
to
weapon.
what's yours name again, Kazaro?
Satara?
Satara.
You
yes.
tied David to Satara?
Dave is tied to Satara's
Satara did not see that.
bridle. So if Satara
Charlotte
leaves,
tied
she can
Watson
guide
to
Dave.
like a post.
Satara's like, come on, you idiot, let's go.
Dave's like,
Okay.
but there's seed back there. Okay.
So you tied off your horse to her horse, right?
She said earlier, if we tied it off to something, it wouldn't be able to escape. I'm like, that's a great idea. So I tied them together so that they can always follow each other.
Great. And Kasaria, you told your horse that, like, if anything happens, like, run to safety, right?
Well, lead the other two to safety if you can.
Right.
Obviously, if you can't.
Give me a retroactive animal handling check on that to see what like
Okay.
might happen
Guidance.
in case we need that.
Oh gosh.
Guidance.
All right, which dice do I roll? Oh
I've
no.
got a great +0 to that.
No. Oh no. I rolled a 2. Animal handling. What do I have here?
Wisdom.
Okay, I have a +5. That's 7, and I have a guidance, which is
Yes.
4. 11.
Nice.
Okay.
It's above 10. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll hope for the
Okay.
best.
11.
Not my horse.
We were in a village, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a second roll for me. Okay, noted. Cool. You're at the church without horses at the moment.
Yes.
As I said, in front of you,
God.
you see the crumbling waste of what used to be a church, and you hear some voices coming from within.
Do either one of them sound like familiar? Like, does it?
Not at all.
Okay, great. So glad that I have invisibility up. All right. How do we want to do this? I'll say in their heads. Will we approach cautiously?
Well, we're already
Maybe-
invisible. That seems to make sense.
Okay. All right, so I think we'll stick to anything that is ground. I don't particularly feel like going for a swim. And we'll try to avoid those, and I'll point over at the headstones that are sort of peeking out here. Are these headstones, or are they just rock?
Those are like remnants of headstones, but they are there.
Try to stay a little bit away from them, and, let's be careful about how we're doing this.
Seem to be quite a few graves, yeah? I could try to talk to one of them. If we wanted.
We'd have to dig it up, right? That would make a bit of noise.
We may want to find out who the voices are in the castle before we go any further.
Yeah, that's probably
sure.
best.
You know what? Just kidding. I didn't bring that spell either.
Oh, that's so okay. So okay.
All right, I'll take point.
Kasaria, what's your passive perception?
15.
Okay. You notice ever so slightly that something presses down on your shoulder, even though you're invisible.
I look in the direction.
There's a very tiny lady with little butterfly wings that is like sitting cross-legged on your
Oh.
shoulder. And as you look over, she looks back at you and she says, "What are you doing?"
Oh. You scared me. What am I doing? Well, I am Casariel. What's your name?
"I'm Camilla. Are
Oh.
you always invisible?"
When I explore, I like to be invisible. Camilla, have you ever tried it?
Turning invisible. Yeah. It's cool. Here, like this.
Twins! We're like twins, aren't we, Camilla? Oh, we're just the best of friends. Do you live here? Is this your home?
You notice that there is a little movement and pressure on your other shoulder. "Yeah, I live here together with my sisters."
Oh, you got me guys twice. It's a little nugget. You live here with your sister, just one?
"No, sisters. I got a whole
Oh.
bunch of them. Yeah,
Do
my
you?
mommy and daddy were very busy."
Oh, well, I have 2 friends as well. Just 2, unfortunately. I wish it was more, but it's just 2. Can you see them?
"Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course you can.
The little one and the big one with the
Yes.
with the thing."
Mhm. Yep. Whatever that. Yes, he does have that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, we just are here, exploring your beautiful home. Do you like visitors?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh.
I mean, when they're friendly.
Oh, yes, we're friendly. I specifically in this group am extraordinarily friendly. Me specifically.
Really?
Mhm.
That's nice.
Yep.
So what are you
So
doing?
what? Oh, well, we were just going to look at that church. It looks interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of people living there.
There are a lot of people living there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, alive people?
Well, they can also turn invisible, but I can still see them.
Oh, when you say people like you?
No, they're a lot
Oh.
bigger.
Oh, really? Like human people?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, what are they doing there? Just
They're singing.
oh,
Yeah, and talking. A whole lot of talking.
what are they talking and singing about?
I don't know. I
Oh.
usually don't go in there.
Why?
I don't like it there.
Why?
It's cold.
Oh. Would you like us to go take a look?
Sure. I'll go back to my sisters if that's okay.
Oh, sure. Could you tell them that we're nice and we're here to not
Oh,
cause any
they
ruckus?
agreed. They agreed. You looked very nice.
Oh, good. All right. Well,
Can we keep the hyena?
well, my good friend Carla is that's her pet hyena.
Oh,
So, Carla?
so
Yeah.
she shoots over to Carla, and at Carla, as you like turn around at the mentioning of your name, there's like this little creature that just jots towards you and just like instantly like drops her ass on your shoulder.
This is my
So-
friend
Hello.
Camilla.
Hey, oh,
Hi. Hey,
Camilla.
question.
What are you
Can we keep Norbert?
Enjoy him. He will, at the first dawn, kind of disappear. He's a magical hyena, but he's
Oh.
yours until then.
That's awesome.
Have
Okay.
you seen a red-headed woman come through here? Beautiful, powerful, little bit stupid. Is she after running through here
It was a
recently?
relative term. Relatively beautiful.
I don't think so, but I can ask my sisters if you want.
Really appreciate that, Camilla. We're not here to cause trouble. We're here to sort of help as much as we can. So don't you worry.
Okay. Well, good luck then.
Yep, you too.
You're even
Bye.
smaller than Carla. Oh,
It is
yeah.
nice to meet someone smaller than me.
And she just jots off into the swamp.
Relatively beautiful Xariel. Getting jealous?
Well, I'm not a jealous person. Usually. Usually I'm very
Usually.
even-tempered. Just as I was telling Camilla, I'm the nicest one in the group. You know, most friendly.
I've never known you to be any different. Come along.
All right. She did say there were people. She doesn't like this place. I don't know if you could hear her. She's not a fan. Cold. Lots of people in there. She said kind of humanoid-ish. So probably undead.
Maybe. Or similar to those people that lived in the mountain. We get John Lucky again. All right.
Wait, what?
Come on.
I have no idea what just happened.
Did you not see Camilla, John?
Yeah, she was very small. And
Yes.
she was flying. She was like the two of you, but together.
Can we see over this wall, or is there like a?
Yeah, so it's like half height, or like it's about one Carla tall, but you should be able to just look over it. I love that we just like diverted you to like a unit of measurement.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can look over it. I imagine you do so.
Yes.
Okay. You can see the entirety of the church, and as you look inside, you notice that inside the church there is a circle of creatures floating there, if you will. They look very ghostly, and in front of them there is the remnants of a stone altar that has been all but smashed to bits. There is one ghost standing there, dressed in the attire of a brother or a priest. And by all accounts, it looks like he's holding a sermon.
Holding a what? Oh, sermon. Okay.
Sermon.
Ghosts. Oh, wonderful. Okay.
I think John and Kazariel just like notice it's ghosts, take a look at Carla, take a look at each other, and just like give her the room.
Let her.
Is there? I'm going to try and clamber over the wall in order to get in. Go. Camper over.
You can. Like the walls here are really annoyingly constructed, so I'm just going to remove a couple so you can just so you can get in.
Thank you.
There you go. You should be able to move forward. Feel free.
Yeah.
I think
And as I sort of come in,
we're going to follow behind, but like stay out of the way.
Yeah. As I enter, I'm going to wait to see if any of them notice me. Do they, or?
The sermon is still ongoing, so they aren't turning around to you.
Hello.
As you say that, the sermon falls quiet immediately, and very slowly, all the faces turn towards you, including the face of the priest or brother. And as he turns around and he looks at you, he says, "The morning Lord will see us through this darkness. Sunlight will pierce the darkest shadows, shining
I'm so sorry.
shining its holy light on evil through the power of a lightsaber."
I'm so sorry. I was just...
Messing with that sword again, aren't you?
Yeah, so you're in the middle of that, and then I was like, "Oh God, I'm sorry." 1 second.
I can't help myself. It's so John. It's
Yeah.
It's so fitting.
I gotta turn this thing off.
He heard Morning Lord and was like, "Oh,
I got a morning order right here for you.
Oh God, no. Okay, sorry.
We must not let our corruption of the flesh consume our souls. Stay true to the morning Lord, and he will bless each one of you. My friends, we have some new parishioners. Welcome. Please join us. Are you here to have your souls set free? Free of the dark mists that plague these corrupted lands?
eventually." not at present. We're trying to, free it for everyone. And as you saw by my trigger-happy friend over there, can you see us, by the way? Are we just voices to you?
I can see 3 individuals.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm
One
not going to...
seems to be flying. Are you deceased as well? He says to Casario.
Not yet. Not yet, but I am a follower of the Morning Lord. So praise be to daylight and light and lighted things in the world.
And you.
I
Right.
understand your questions about whether we are free to join you here, but my soul is still bound to a purpose that would save the people of this land. I can't rest until that is done. Or at least to remove some of the danger from here.
Then we share a similar fate.
How so?
Who are you?
My name is Brother Gregor, and this was my church.
That rings bells with me, but we have been away for 2 weeks. Is that one of the names we were looking for from Argynvost?
Brother Gregor is a name that you've heard from Argynvost, yes.
Say,
Okay.
didn't we meet you in Argynvost?
Me? No. It's been years since I have last visited the castle.
It hasn't changed much, as from what I've heard.
No.
When I'm kind of looking at him, does he look like a typical ghost? That, like a typical specter for me, or is there anything weird about him?
There's nothing too weird about him other than the fact that he's a talking ghost, which for you might be normal, but for some people that is fucking weird.
That's a Thursday afternoon. I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah. No, other than that, like other than the parishioners that are floating around here, he is wearing like robes that would befit his position.
We got a little pinging from the other side, the Vale. Well, there's no real other side here. It all kind of stays together. And they said to go to the church and to help. They said, help us. Do you need help, Brother Gregor? Do the people here need help?
As it would seem, yes. I would call upon your service, if I may.
Of course.
To rid the land of evil, I would be most grateful, and I would finally be able to rest if you could help me. The Dark Lord, Strahd, has taken an interest in this village. Some couple of 100 years ago, he had been visiting quite a few times. We noticed he had taken an interest in Marina, a young village girl whom he believed was the reincarnation of one of his true loves, a woman he is obsessed with. The Dark Lord began to turn Marina into one of his undead vampire brides. But our burgomaster, Ulrich, and I ended her life and freed her soul before she could be turned. He built a monument to Marina, whom he had lost, which stands north of the church in the swamp. The Dark Lord has continued his search for Tatjana's soul, and many a young woman Strahd has turned into a vampire. Many Barovians are born without a soul, and those who are turned into vampires without a soul become vampire zombies. Several young women whom the Dark Lord has turned were without souls and became these horrid vampire zombies. The Dark Lord had entombed these soulless vampire zombies in a secret crypt. The secret crypt lies beneath Marina's monument. These zombie vampires must be destroyed, and the crypt blessed as consecrated sacred ground, protecting it from the undead and future zombies. There is a prayer book in the church. Read a prayer from there. I will know when it is done, and I will finally be able to rest. Marina's monument lies to the north of the church's graveyard in the swamp. It is but a short distance. A riddle locks the crypt. Solve the riddle, and you will enter.
Okay. Well, just a young woman he turned. They're all down there.
Yes.
Where's the prayer book?
It should be somewhere here in the church, but unfortunately I have not been able to keep the church well, as you may see.
Okay. I'm going to use my investigation in order to just try and find it. Like, you see Carla switches from, like, composed interest in the ghost to a little bit more, like, frantic as she's starting to look.
Yeah, and you will 100%, like with your passive, you will be able to find that book like immediately. It's not going to be hard. You will find a prayer book, and said prayer book I will share with you because there's a couple of hymns in there that you might need.
Before we read this and you pass on, we're looking for some other books from Argynvost, I think. Did you take any with you last time you left?
I have no interest in the books in the library of the castle. I am sorry.
Okay. Same, to be honest.
We have to help.
I'm gonna
What?
cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay.
Casario is hearing Strahd's voice in her head saying not everything is what it seems. And she just is looking for any reason not to believe he's a complete and utter monster. So it's like not everything is what it seems. Okay, this guy's pretty much telling us he's a monster. So I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good.
The ghost of the brother doesn't really speak to you when you do this, and you have the feeling that he's not necessarily good or evil. The parishioners, however, who have been completely quiet so far, seem to be of an evil alignment.
God, why do I have this spell? Blast it all. I'm gonna give Carla the signal to message me.
We already have a connection. They won't be over.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Yes. So, the brother here seems on the up and up. The parishioners are most certainly of an evil alignment. So,
Okay.
what are they doing here? Listening to doctrine of the Morning Lord? I wonder.
But there's certain types of specters and spirits that are automatically sort of in that category, and I'm going to wander up towards them, kind of like flicking through the prayer book. And when I appear in front of one of the practitioners, can I glean anything with my arcane knowledge of like maybe if it's the fact that they're a spirit that's making them evil, or if there's something within their person that kind of looks like it would be of an evil nature.
Good. Sure, give me an Arcana check.
Ooh. That's a 19.
All right. You might have a point here. You would say that if someone would have been of a more good alignment, their spirit would have moved on. Now, within Barovia, that is a little different, of course, but they wouldn't be floating around here as an actual spirit. Perhaps the people that were good have already passed on, with the ones that weren't as good in life are lingering behind here. So, yeah, you might have a point.
Yeah, it seems to be just the nature of the fact that they are ghosts, but ghosts aren't inherently good, especially ones that end up sticking around when they don't have a clear purpose or justice in mind. They tend to get warped and corrupted, or they're forced in their own plane. It seems to be something like that, hopefully. But if the brother is not evil, then I see no reason to suspect this. And, like, if there really are girls down there, even if they have no souls, even if they are vampire zombies, they deserve at least a death, a proper death, instead of hanging around like discarded toys for him.
Of course. And we're going to save them right now.
Am I included in this conversation, or is this between you two only?
You would be, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a three-way.
It's basically like, hey,
is this is the ghost of the parishioner near me? Can I discern any like details? Are they looking at me? Are they showing any form of emotion?
No form of emotion, and the only movement you've seen with them so far is when Brother Gregor announced that you guys were there. They turned towards you. It almost seems like they're doing everything in unison, and it's very mechanical almost.
Oh, seems we have an understanding. And he turns towards Casario. That's it.
As we leave, I'm going to walk up to this one, and I'm going to say, "Tell your master, so far, so good."
The ghost will not react to that.
Are we visible now? Just, I think spells.
You're still invisible, technically.
Spells, and I've been fiddling with my sword and stuff. Okay. Coolsies.
Yeah, so it's if I do a spell that ends up breaking the invisibility.
If somebody's invisible and if somebody's invisible and they do a spell, unless it's greater invisibility. But if we're
let me check, because I think it might just be the caster. It's visible ring carrying person. If it's for a target. Okay, yeah. So if it's a target, so yeah, I guess. Alrighty.
I don't think we're too worried about it. Chuffed. So I'm gonna put my sword hilt away.
Okay.
So question: if the sword hilt, if the sword is creating the light that we're seeing by,
yep.
How is that affected by invisibility? Because if I'm holding the sword, I think it's invisible, but is it still shining light?
No, then technically the light will also not be shining around you.
Damn.
Yeah. I knew this question was coming, so I looked this up before you was going to ask, and here you are.
Well, I appreciate it.
Gather round. Right. I will give them 300 feet of dark vision for the next hour.
That helps.
Thank you. All right, statue north.
Did you found a prayer book? What was in it?
Prayers and hymns.
Yes. Oh, right. If you want to see it, by the way, you can totally open it on your screen. On the right side, there is a little briefcase. If you click the briefcase, you should have something there with a blue logo said prayer book. If you click that, that is a prayer book you found.
Yay. We're meant to say this when we go in, I think. Or maybe when they're all dead. Probably when they're all dead, right? Right. Okay. All right. Okay, we need to help them. And Carol's going to start looking around for that statue.
It is like way towards the north beyond this map.
Beyond this map, okay.
Yeah, so do you want to go there?
Is there anything else we need to find here?
Not necessarily.
I'm asking the group.
Oh.
Is there anything else you want here? To do here?
No, I don't think so. If we pass one of the ferries within like talking distance, sorry, I will talk to them, but otherwise, no.
Okay. And Carla will start the sort of trek north.
It's something about a
Right.
riddle in the book. Hail.
There's
Are you
a
moving along with them?
Yeah, sorry.
Sure.
I was showing the stream.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Wait. Oh, it says good. Thought and boop. Oh, body and prayer. Okay, sorry. I saw the word boop in there, and that's not what was actually there. Sorry.
All right. So, hidden by the fog and elevated a few feet above the surrounding marsh is a raised plot of land that is enclosed by a disintegrating iron fence. In the center of the plot is a life-sized stone monument carved in the likeness of a beautiful young girl. Although the features are gray because, well, it's a statue and it's kind of weather-worn, she bears a striking resemblance to Irina. In the base of the monument, you notice that there is an epitaph, but at this distance, you can't really read that.
Do you think she's okay in that castle?
I don't think. Didn't he say that Marina was killed by Brother Grigori himself and the Burgermaster? So, Irina,
Wait.
Strahd wants to keep her alive.
Alive doesn't mean okay.
You're right.
As you move forward, Carla, with your passive perception, you notice that you are surrounded by these weird, softly glowing pink or pink-purple mushrooms. You're currently standing about 5 feet away from them, and you could swear that these are sort of like shedding a bit of spores.
Are the spores looking like they're making their way towards us, or are they just sort of spreading out?
They're sort of spreading around the mushroom in about a 5 feet radius.
Alright, let's try to avoid those as much as possible.
I'll cast Death Ward on myself.
And I'll cast Detect Poison and Disease, seeing seemingly disgusting looking mushrooms.
Fair enough. As you do that, the whole area around you lights up. This place is covered in spores, and it seems that, yeah, that is a type of poison.
Definitely don't get near them.
Okay.
I'll relay that to them. Basically, like, this place is just absolutely disgusting.
Alright. Wonderful.
So going forward, as we're walking, I'll sort of do call out if they get too near something. I'll just make them aware of it.
Sure.
Okay. Sorry, are you coming?
Oh, what? Yes, of course I am.
Sorry, I didn't know if you were.
Carla, as you're moving onto the log, I need you to make me a... let's just make it a dexterity saving throw.
Good at those, usually. That's a 10 with a 2 plus 8.
Okay. The log itself is very soggy and rotted, but you manage to stay up on the log.
Okay. The water, John, does that look evil and deadly and awful?
So is the water lighting up for me with the text point? So it lasts for 10 minutes and it has a 30-foot radius on myself.
Yeah, the water itself seems fine.
You can identify the kind of poison, poisonous creatures, and disease in each case. Okay, and it can't penetrate can't penetrate anything of a foot of stone, inch of common metal, and so on.
Correct.
Cool.
Okay. I am going to try to jump from here over there because I don't want to get too close to that awful little mushroom. But
Wait,
it's good to know.
Cutla, I'll reach
What?
out my hand to her.
Yes.
I'll cast mage armor on her.
Thank you so much. What does that do? What does that do?
Well, I'll tell you what that does. It, whoop. You touch a willing creature who isn't wearing armor, and protective magical force surrounds it until the spell ends. Your AC becomes 13 plus your dexterity modifier. It lasts for 8 hours. I did it in the Spider Queen fight as well.
Perfect. Alrighty. It's giving me a fighting shot at least. Okay.
Right, so you're making the jump over the water?
Making the jump over the water.
All right,
Onto
make
this
me an
new patch
acrobatics check.
plant. Okay. It's a little better. That is a 16.
All right, you make it without an issue.
Yeah, like hair. Okay. And I'll move back and wait for them.
Going to
Trying to stay away from that
John.
mushroom.
triumphantly walk
Dexterity
across
saving
this.
throw.
This
Dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
I Silver Lady guide you.
It was a
my
cock
friend,
die.
and cast
Almost
guidance
was a 15
on him.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw is a 14.
Plus 4.
All right.
Plus D4.
Oh, plus another. Oh, D4.
I cast guidance on you.
Yes, thank you.
Fair.
You. Plus 2. So, what was that? 14, 16?
All right. So even though you're very heavy and that counts against you, you're
Oh,
still
boy.
fine.
It's like I almost start to fall and then just divinely catch my footing. And then I'll do the same. I'll jump over to where she is.
All right. You know the drill. Make me a acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. But I'm so athletic. Okay, yeah, here we go. And that's natural 20. Oh, okay. I'll take it.
You are
God.
graceful like a beautiful girl.
I am a beautiful woman. Thank you very much.
Kasariel, you are still using that spell where you're not touching the ground, right?
It doesn't last that long. So I'll just I'm not going to be using it. However, if I need it, I'll cast it. So I'm just gonna try
Right.
it.
If you're just walking across the log, I too need a
Yeah.
dexterity saving throw from you.
Okay, I'll cast guidance of myself.
Sure.
Oh, all right. That's a 19 plus you said acrobatics.
That's a billion
Yes.
for you.
No, sorry, dexterity saving throw. But
Oh,
that's the same bonus.
dexterity save. Okay. It's
Yeah.
a 19 plus 21, 23,
Yeah.
24.
Graceful as a princess. You are fine.
Watch out for the. Watch out. Oh,
Yep, you moved right through that. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Okay. Right. Okay. A natural 20.
Okay. So as you move past this mushroom,
noxious.
you move right past it, and John is like, "Kasariel, watch out!" Like you move past it, and it just does like a little soft boom, and there's like this big cloud of spores comes out, but you manage to brush by it, and it doesn't do anything to you.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Don't touch those. They're bad.
Yes,
Is that?
they are.
Did it make more as you got close? Do you think it knows we're here? I mean, it's a mushroom. Can't know that.
Hi, they're
mushrooms are-
alive.
Technically, yes, live creatures. Well, undead creatures more than anything.
Mushrooms?
All right.
They're alive, but they're only alive because they're able to grow on things that are dead
Like a parasite.
or dying.
Oh,
Something
that's a
like
very
that.
big word, John. That's impressive. You must have watched The Last of Us
Like a hookworm.
recently.
Oh, was that
You-
a play in Neverwinter?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes,
That
it was. It
famous
was
actor.
about
Pedro
about
Pascal,
an
wasn't
I
it?
was saying Pedroius Pascalius. Oh, wait, no, that's
Oh.
Odyssey.
John, you just
What
moved
an
within
actor.
5 feet of one. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm
Oh,
wondering
John.
about these things, and as I am, I completely ignore
thinking
it.
of Pedro Pascal,
damn it.
and unfortunately, it's
Uh,
No,
cast
it happens to the
Constitution.
best of us.
Yes.
The Last of Us.
I got a 14.
All right. So you're talking with Casario and Carla about like all the things you're doing, and all of a sudden you
Parasites.
hear just below your feet, you hear like this sound as well. And as you look down, some of the spores just hit you right in the nose. You fall unconscious.
No.
I think it's a really underrated show.
All right. Sure. So, yeah. If okay, I can reach him without getting into that
Yeah,
issue
yeah.
myself.
If you want to pull them out, like you can.
Great. I will. I will pull him out of it. Does that work?
Do you want to pull him back like a little bit?
Yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna.
That's cool. He's
Use our
still very
training.
unconscious though.
Okay. What if I
Yeah,
slap him real hard? Psh.
Make me an unarmed strike.
Okay. I don't want to roll the one that just rolled a natural 20. Let me roll one that doesn't roll well. Okay.
So given that I'm prone, I think you get you get advantage on this. So
Nah,
it's a
All right,
you
wait.
got me. You
Was it
get me.
strength
There's no AC here.
So how much?
Was it a strength? I'm sorry.
Oh, just an unarmed strike.
fine, yeah.
Oh God, no! It's I don't have any. It's 0.
I
My
stabbed
unarmed
him.
strength is
Wait,
real
what?
bad. It's oh no, it's a +4. Okay, so shit. But it's no damage, so it doesn't matter. I hit
It doesn't
him,
matter.
but it doesn't hurt.
Okay, so so you do hit him. It doesn't do any damage, but he does wake up from that.
Oh, good. Hello. What happened? He's got like a handprint on his face.
Oh, I was thinking about a show, and then I was dreaming about a show. It was a nice transition.
Someone hit you in the show.
I feel like I fell. Did I fall?
Two are the expert militia, survivalists, people who have been in dangerous situations, and yet both of you walked straight into the thing that John finally told us it was
poison.
dangerous.
Detect poison is down, by the way, because I went unconscious.
There is a bit of trial and
that's true.
error with military tactical things.
We were talking.
yes,
We were
okay.
talking about shows. It's hard to keep your
That's true.
plays.
You
We were talking about
concentrate.
plays.
Yes.
That stuff
Okay.
is really nasty. Smells like
Anything
Brussels sprouts.
glowing. Ooh, yeah.
Sure. We'll go with that. That's now canon. It smells like Brussels sprouts. I love that.
Watch out for those.
All right. Yes. Don't do that. And Carla, we will just follow in your footsteps.
All right.
Horror
As you get
follows.
closer to the monument, you will notice that the epitaph indeed has some text on it. It reads out Marina at the top, and underneath it writes "Masks they bitten."
Mask they bitten.
Oh no,
Masks
this
they
is the
bitten.
riddle. We must figure out what it really means to say. Masks they bitten.
Oh, we all know how bad I am at these ones.
Does it rearrange to Strahd something? Because
You
the
know,
last
well,
one did.
are you? As you're looking at it, you might be able to discern the fact that you can indeed rearrange the letters on it. So they're like little copper plaques.
I'm gonna pull out the prayer book. So we have Dawn.
Dear Lord, I'm so bad at these. My first language is Halfling, so this is a little bit difficult for someone like me. Masks they bitten.
I keep trying to spell Strahd and I can't find any R's.
Ask thy. Yes, let's take a look at that prayer book. That's probably in there somewhere. Wait a minute.
What?
Healing. Oh my. All right. This is his love. He clearly made this monument if you were Strahd and you were making an epitaph for the love. Someone who was, you thought, but not quite was the love. What would you If we take a circle around this thing, is there any other writing on it?
Make me an investigation check.
Oh, alrighty, sure I will. This is really more color thing. 10.
10. No, there's no other writing around it. I will give you one thing, though. As you are noticing that you can take these letters off, not all of the letters are coming off.
Okay.
Oh, I see. All
What are
right.
the letters that remain?
There's one that sticks. It is the first A in masks. The word marina also is just carved in and is not a word that you can remove. So just masks stay bitten, and the A remains in place. You cannot remove it.
So, are we to understand that the words are still the same number of letters each one, but it's just we're going to rearrange them?
They're definitely not the same amount of numbers.
Okay.
So they're not. It's not a specific list of slots. It's
No.
actually like just a row of slots that can have gaps in it.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Ask thy.
You roll a 10, by the way, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you one more thing. The letter T seems to be a capital.
What was the name of the one he loved? Tatiana?
Tatiana, yes.
Tatiana. Oh. Can you... Do those letters all there do that word?
What does that mean?
The.
I think mist is one of the words.
Bite the mist.
The mists. The mist.
The
MIST. The mist. S. Okay, it can. Yeah.
Do you say the word the mists? Those two words?
Yeah. Yeah.
You notice a very subtle trembling in the ground, as if something is reacting to your words.
Oh,
Okay.
the mists. The mists.
Okay. Okay, so if we removed that part, what's left, basically?
Okay, so T.
Are there any other uppercase letters?
No.
I S T S.
So
The miss A K B E N B.
taken by the mists.
The door opens.
Whew.
Well done.
There, you did it. You redeemed yourself.
So where's the word Strahd?
I feel like every brain cell went into that. Oh god, okay. Okay.
Are you sure that's
I was
right?
like, taken by the mists.
Absolutely wonderfully
by
done.
the night.
As you were saying these words, you don't even need to put them back in place. As you say, taken by the mists, the tomb itself unlocks and shows a path down into a crypt underneath this statue.
Well, okay. This is going to be a fight.
Sean looks at Casariel and says, "Ladies first."
All right. I will head
Sorry,
first.
Carla. What were you saying?
Never mind
right.
me, you're the
Who-
militia tacticians.
Who goes second?
Before we
I'll
go,
second.
I turn around and I lift my sword and I say, "Moonlight above."
Chaos below.
Spirits abound.
Geronimo. No.
And then I head in.
All right. Who goes second?
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'll go last.
All right. And there we are.
I need to find a way to turn off the sound effects for this thing.
Yes, you do. It's still funny though, so
No.
here you go. You slowly move into the crypt, and as you reach the below ground chambers, you notice that a foul swamp water has flooded the floor of this crypt. To the east and the west are alcoves with marble crypts. To the north, you're noticing 3 wooden coffins. There are stairs in front of you leading lower to the northeast and the northwest of this crypt, but they are completely flooded, making it impossible to head lower unless you'd want to go for a swim. In the middle of this crypt stands a statue of Marina. It's smaller than the one that you saw above, and you have a feeling that this might be her actual grave.
Would you reach
Alright.
out? Can you feel if anything is here with us at the moment?
I'll step forward so that I'm not I have line of sight to everything, and I'll
Yep.
do the same. I'll sort of hold out both arms and just reach out with my soul.
All right. You're noticing that in the wooden caskets in front of you, which are thin wooden caskets, there's a pure evil undeath. Also, in the hallways that are submerged, you're getting the same vibe.
When you say hallways, you mean there's doors leading down here?
So if you look at the map, there are 2 like sideways, like diagonal staircases that are in the top. Those 2 are completely submerged, so you can't really go down there, but there is still a hallway there. And you're noticing that there's an evil that lurks beneath the water there.
So I'll make some quick motions while also telepathically just like 3 point to the 3 coffins and then a split towards both of the hallways. Gesture again.
Right. Should we read something from the prayer book? Or is that after we vertificate everything?
I wasn't really listening, so.
I mean, it couldn't hurt, right?
Alright. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I suppose, let's pray for death. The death prayer. Or prayer for against the undead. Okay, that one seems better. I will, go to John and take the symbol of the Morning Lord that he has. And, like, ask for it, obviously. And then I will clasp it in my hands and say, Morning Lord, Watcher of the Dawn, Lord of Light, grant me your beacon of holy sun, and turn these wretched abominations from your light. Demon of darkness, in the name of the Morning Lord, I command you to leave this place. And I'll point it towards, like, the coffins. Like I've seen John and Xariel do, but I imagine nothing happens.
But something does happen. As soon as you start reading one of the prayers in this book, the whole tomb comes alive, for lack of a better word. And several places are starting to move as you're saying this prayer. I need a roll for initiative.
Oh, yeah. We're back, everybody. 2.
That's the roll I know, John.
I rolled a natural one as well, but I'm lucky, so I re-rolled.
Wow, 1, 1, 2. Oh my god.
Yeah, my re-roll got me a 18 plus, like, math, 23. There we go.
Oh, good for you. No, that was genuine. It didn't sound.
I know.
No, even
It's
with
okay.
even with a
Good for
1,
you.
you're still beating me. So I imagine your dexterity is higher than mine.
How much was that, Casario?
Well, so I have a +2 to initiative, so 3.
3. All right.
3,
Don't you have
2,
a feat
1.
that makes you... No, you don't.
All right.
Well,
So-
did Twilight Clerics get the bonus to advantage? Or
Oh
advantage
my
to
god!
initiative?
I have advantage on initiative.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
I do remember always you're rolling higher than us.
Nice remembering.
Yeah, I should give it to you guys because I don't ever remember it. The second roll was a 16.
I'll live with my 2.
A 16. That is a lot better. Alrighty. So, before we start, I want to have Carla give me a separate roll before we start. Carla, give me a religion check.
Oh boy.
Oh dear lord. Okay. Where's that? Okay, that's not bad. That's terrible. That's an 8.
Okay, you do not know the following, but perhaps Kasari and John know this from their training. When you're doing a ritual like this, either like, you know, driving out a ghost or like trying to consecrate a place or whatever, there's 2 very important key components to this. Once you start a ritual, you need to complete it without interruption, or you have to start all over again. So you cannot be interrupted by doing anything else. Secondly, if you're looking at consecration, there's usually a lot of steps involved. So it's not just a prayer. It's usually an entire book. You do not know this, but if you break off this ritual at some point, for whatever reason, you have to start over. So let's pray to the heavens that they remind you of this.
I mean,
That being said, Carla, it is your turn. You can start.
I feel like I definitely wouldn't know that, to be honest.
No.
No, I just was like, oh yeah, this one will do. Okay, what do I actually see in front of me?
So you're noticing that the 3 coffins in front of you are starting to move.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Oh dear lord, what will I do?
So as you do that, as you start, and as that starts happening, I imagine both of us are readying our weapons, and we're saying, "Don't stop now, Carla. Keep it going."
That's fair, because that they will tell you that, hopefully. But like, that is something you guys know. This is training for you.
Like the whole book. Okay. Salutation to the dawn, and I'll read more.
Right. So in total, the book has, let me quickly check, so you don't have to read them all out, because, like, you know, it's not a reading exercise here. Unless you really want to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a whole lot more, but let's just say that there are 6 prayers in here that need to be said.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, like, backing up towards this place here as I'm saying it. Like, I'm trying to get as far away from any combat that might happen as possible as I'm, like, reading the first prayer.
Fair enough. That is number 1.
Yeah.
And that goes as a success. Wonderful.
Okay.
That is your turn.
Oh, wait,
Sorry.
this is stupid. Oh, sorry.
Yes. No, go ahead.
This
What?
might be retconning, this might be stupid. If I had the mirror images of myself up, would they be able to also read with me?
No.
Okay, cool.
But I love
Never
the
mind.
idea, but I'm not going to allow that.
That's fair. Alrighty, then we'll continue on. I'm just doing
through
that.
the valley of the shadow of.
Alrighty,
It might make for a more dramatic effect, though, but...
that's fine. It's fine.
Kasariel,
Okay,
your turn.
Okay. Kasariel with John says, "Keep reading, Kala. I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to cast Blade Barrier. I'm going to cast
Okay.
it from like here, so that it's protecting Carla as she reads
That is really cool. Yeah.
this out. So you will see Kasariel look back and say, "Keep reading, Kala," and I will conjure. They're sort of like incorporeal blades that are purple at first and beautiful, and then they just turn into these like kind of whirling, very similar to what Carla has cast before. I learned that from you. Keep reading, darling. And I will just ready myself with John for whatever's
that.
coming, which is gonna
Alrighty.
be bad.
Yep.
Be fast,
On your
please.
on your left side, one of the marble caskets bursts open, and a zombie vampire emerges from the casket and rushes forward. It will make it to John, and it will attack you. Let me see. First off, it will scream at you, and that is an ungodly scream. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All
Just-
right.
Sorry, no, both of you.
All right, and you make it with a +5 because you're within 10 feet of me.
Yep.
Constitution.
24.
14.
What's your +5?
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
All right. So John makes it. Casariel does not. Which means the following. Let me just quickly check. John, you take half of the damage that comes from this, which is 5 necrotic damage. Casariel, you take the full brunt of it, which is 10 necrotic damage,
Okay.
which
Which
is
is 5 for
subsequently
me.
half because you're an ASMR.
Yes.
But you will now also have disadvantage on all your checks, your saves, and your attack rolls until
Okay.
the start of the vampire's next turn.
Okay.
Additionally, the vampire immediately will try to bite John. With an emphasis on try, because that is a 9.
Oh my god.
I catch it on my
We don't
shield.
need daylight. We're going to a swamp. Sorry.
I'm holding the sun sword, so
Great.
holding up.
Alrighty. The 3 wooden caskets open up as well, and 3 rotted zombies are starting to lumber forward. John, your turn.
All right, just to get a lay of the land, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so this one, first of all, can you describe to me, Casariel, what does the blade wall look like behind us?
It looks like a wall of real sharp blades.
Spinning blades? Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and start laying into this this undead creature that's trying to bite me. And I'm going to smack him with my sun sword. That's going to be a 28 to hit.
Is that even a question? Yes, that is.
I'm just wondering, you never know. All right, and that's going to be, I imagine this is an undead creature, so that's 2d8 for
Yes.
the one. All right. 6, 7, 5, 11. That's going to be a total of 7 plus 18 damage radiant.
Yes, which doubles because they are undead.
All right, and I'm going to go ahead and smack it again.
Right. They're already bleeding, by the way, so.
Okay. That's a 20 to hit. A dirty 20.
That still hits.
All right. And that's going to be 10, total of 17 radiant damage.
You obliterate the zombie. Holy shit.
All right.
Boy.
It screeches out, starts gnawing on my shield, and just smash, smash. I was about to whack it into the blade wall, but it's already dead, so. I look towards the 3 shambling zombies in front of us. And I'm okay. I'm just gonna I'm gonna go ahead and cast Sanctuary on Casariel. What this does is I ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature must make with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they must choose a new target or lose the attack. The spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area of effects. If the warded creature makes if the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell or that affects an enemy or deals damage, this spell ends. Can I aim that at Carla instead?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Sorry.
Even John should know this from his many
Yeah.
trainings that he's
Yeah.
had.
So I start pointing towards Casariel and I'm like, oh, she looks dangerous. And
What are you doing?
point towards Carla and cast Sanctuary.
Cool. That brings us to the top of the round. Carla.
Dawn approaches, lift your eyes, look above to light streak skies, raise your hands in thanks and praise to greet them. And she just continues on with her next bit.
That is the second successful prayer. Well done.
You're welcome.
Wait,
Major role to play, Carla. Major role to play.
can you do a bonus action though? Because you can cast through it. I don't
Can
know.
you? I don't know. With a ritual, I don't think you can stop.
That's true.
I was-
Okay.
You have a bonus action. That's true, but like, do you want to?
Okay, let me bring forth the spirit. As I'm sort of singing, I'm bringing forth the spirit because that's my bardic sort of stuff. And I'll see if I want to do anything with that spirit, basically, afterwards.
All right, so in so doing, by utilizing your bonus action, you negate the first 2 rounds of doing.
Oh, never mind. Then I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it then if I knew.
All right.
Very please
it's fine,
be
it's fine,
merciful.
We've got this. It's fine.
It's fine. We got this. You're sanctuaried. You're fine.
No, but like it's because it's like telling a tale. Can I just say I didn't do it because it wouldn't have come into effect anyway until like the second round? Please.
Just for this time, then.
Okay, I promise I'll be so good after this. I promise. I sang. I never sing. Please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Benevolent
honestly,
God,
I will say-
everybody.
Well, it's not only just being benevolent or anything. I was thinking to bring it this way. Why? Because you're reading from a book, and at the same time, within like every turn is 6 seconds, right? So you're reading a prayer from the book, and then you're also determining a tale. There's no way, like you're not talking that fast. There's no
That's
way.
fair.
Yeah. She's flipping through a second book while she's reading through this one. Okay, this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
Okay,
this.
cool.
We got this. We're good.
Thank you. Guys, just plead with your like literally beg with them. Sometimes it works. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Casariel, your turn.
Yes. So she's going to glance over at John, give him a little fuck yeah wink, and then I'm going to cast spiritual weapon. I'm going to cast it. Wait, let me see. Do I need to move first? I'm sorry, my familiar is crazy right now.
I hear it. That's
adorable.
He wants to play. Okay. Sir. He doesn't care that we're streaming. He doesn't care.
He wants attention. He wants to be
It's
on camera.
Ow! Okay. Okay, yes. I'm going to cast it, and the range is 60 feet. So yeah, so I'm going to cast it right next to these, this gentleman here, all the way to the right.
Yep.
This buddy here. And it will take a swipe at him.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's a 16 plus 11, which I feel like I should know easily. It's 20.
27,
Yep.
which definitely hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Four more.
it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's fine. Okay, that's 12 points of force damage,
Force
not
damage,
radiant.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I learned.
Noted.
Look at that. Okay. Ow. Yes, and then I'm also, so that was a bonus action. As my main action, I'm going to also cast on that guy 2 moonbolts.
Okay.
Alrighty, so the first one, so I conjure them both in my hands.
I think
I'm gonna,
3.
like, so
We're
is
11
it 3 now?
Yeah, it's
Wait,
3.
hold on.
You have 3 since you're level. Yes, that's
We
true.
got okay. So here's how it goes. I cast my spiritual weapon, and it takes a swipe and it hits him. And I glance back at John, and I cast my normal 2, and then I'm like juggle, and I bring a 3 up, and I just toss another one.
Oh god.
Like I'm kind of teasing him. Look
I'm
what I
watching
do.
the door behind her start to rattle. I'm like, oh shit.
Okay. All right. So
Oh,
the first one is a 21, the second one is a 23, and the third one is a 9. 11 plus 9.
20.
All 3
Nice.
hit.
Okay. Okay. All right. No Emmys here. That's good. That's a 19, 26
They're all
points
going
of
They're all going towards the same
all
zombie,
the same
right?
guy. Yep.
All right, cool.
19
You
points of
reduce
radiant
him-
damage.
Yeah, yeah, radiant. You reduce him to a pile of ash.
I just glance again back at John, give him a little wink.
I just flourish my sword and say, tied at 1.
That still only counts as 1.
That's the end of my turn.
Perfect. 2 more caskets break open as 2 more zombie vampires join the battle. One of them will make it to Casariel. The other one, I don't think it can, but it will. So it will stand behind this pillar. The one that will try to attack Casariel will do so with a bite attack and a claw attack. For the bite attack, it is going for a 23.
That hits.
That means that you will get, let me see, 11 points of necrotic damage. Sorry, no, that's not true. 5 points of piercing damage and 6 of necrotic, which is 8 points damage for you total, if we're taking into account that you're an Esmar.
Yep.
The 3 points of necrotic damage are also a reduction on your maximum amount of hit points.
Okay, so I should be 78 maximum
Yes.
hit points.
It also tries to dig its claws into you, and I think it will do so for a 19.
I'm sorry, I gave myself 178 hit points. Would be great.
Hang on.
I'm good now. All right, only 78. Righto. Sorry, what was that last bit you said?
Oh, the claws are trying to attack you for 19.
Oh, that hits as well.
And it will hit you for a total of 15 slashing damage.
Ouch. Okay.
Alrighty. The second zombie has moved behind the pillar. Cannot do anything else. John, your turn.
Yeah, so Casario's gloating. She's like, oh, juggling, and then like all of a sudden these things come up behind her and just blood splatters everywhere.
I love it.
So, this one falling limp, I'm going to rush up to here and do a slash, one slash at this one as it's like around the corner, and
Cool.
see what happens. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okie dokie. And that is going to be. I'm also going to go ahead and dump a smite on that. How does that work again? Oh shit! 1 second. I'll get it. This,
Just add the d8s.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
if
believe
it's
it's a
undead, you add
3d8
more.
at this level, but check to be sure.
13, and then 3d8. So 13
Yeah.
plus. If I can find a d8, that'd be great. All right, cool. 5, 17. So that's 13 plus 17, so it's 30 total damage, radiant.
How much?
30 radiant damage.
Wow. Okay. It's still standing, but it's bleeding heavily.
Okay, so as that happens, I'm also going to move towards this one, possibly getting an opportunity attack, but however it happens. And make another attack on this one.
All right, go ahead.
Dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and that is just going to be the first two. 12 plus 7, 19 radiant damage.
Yep. Okay. That is still barely standing, but it is bleeding heavily.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to shield smash it, and that is going to be contesting my my athletics with its acrobatics or athletics as a push, as a shove.
All right. Roll it. You tell me.
All right, I got a 23.
You win. I got a 17.
All right, if possible, I would like to push it into the blade wall, like against the wall next to.
Yeah, because it's diagonal, so you should be able to. Yep.
So I want to see if that does anything.
What does the blade ward do, Casario?
Okay. Hold on. Let me scroll down to my 6th level spells. Hey. Okay. The wall appears within range and lasts for the duration. You can make a straight roll. When a creature enters the wall area for the first time, the creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's not too bad. That is a 21.
Okay. All right. So, all right. It's 6T10. Wait. I'm sorry. What was it?
I had a 21.
Oh my.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you take half of that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
God damn, 6d10. That is insane. That's amazing.
7. Wait, no, 6. We're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, wow. Okay, all right, this is a lot. Okay, so 10, 15, 16, 32 points of slashing damage.
But divided by 2,
So hard.
because he saved it.
16.
So, yep.
So 16. Okay. It still dies, but I didn't want to make that point.
Okay, perfect.
Oh,
So John rushes towards the one behind the wall and like does almost a running slash backhanded, and then comes up to the one next to Kazariel, slashes, and then slams him into the wall. And like Kazariel and John have worked on this on tactics like this before. So
Like you freaking like it sounds like a wood chipper.
oh.
and
Yep.
Yep. So I'll look at Kazariel. Whose does that count as? And then
Mine?
that's my turn.
Obviously. 2 to 1. 2 to 2.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. I think that's it for me.
Alrighty. This zombie can reach you, John. This one cannot. But this zombie can reach you and will try to attack you with a bite and a claw attack. The bite will be for an 18, which I don't think hits, right?
No. I'm at 20.
Yeah. And the claw, no, is a palsy 14. So
So as she's saying, I think that was mine. John basically drops both of his arms like, really? And then this thing starts gnawing on his shoulder pad, on his pauldron. Really?
That brings us to the top of the round. Carla.
Oh, morning, Lord, shine your light where my foot will tread to wake me when my eyes may rest. She starts rapping the next part, and she keeps going. She's going forward. She's like, I'm just reading.
I get to see you, like the cap that you have on. You just turn it like slightly sideways, and you start doing that.
DJ Carla.
Yeah.
DJ Lana card.
Let's
Oh,
go. Bringing the heart to the music. Yeah.
That is 3. Well done.
Ooh,
Kazariel.
3 more
your
to
turn.
go.
She looks back at Carla and is kind of like, hey, all right. Then she sees John get fucked up and she's like, oh shit. Right. Healing damage. Healing is such a cleric. Being a cleric is so hard. Oh, I think I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians. Okay, actually no. The first thing I'm going to do is move my spiritual weapon down to this whore right here. This is
Yep.
And I'm going to take a swipe at her.
Yep.
Oh, that's not good for her. That's a 19 plus probably 1,011,000, I think. Yeah.
It's wow.
Okay. That's
You'd almost think that you guys are starting to get like to level 11 and stuff, right? Like,
oh, it's 8. Okay. So that's 3. Oh, 6, 11 points of force damage.
you cut her down.
Oh, was it 4 or was it 5? I look at John.
I still think the wood chipper one counts as part of art. I should get half of that.
Okay. And then I will, let's see here. I don't want to be too crazy. I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians on myself. So you see her swirl, like a sort of like mist swirl around her. And
What
I
happens
do believe
to the Blade
that
World?
will negate the spiritual weapon.
no, it's actual spiritual weapon is not a concentration
The
spell.
blade wall is though.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, but the blade wall is, yes.
Oh, shit balls. Well, shit, I did it. So
We got
there
this.
it is.
We got this. We're fine. We're fine.
All right.
She's.
I do.
It's
I'm like,
fine. She's
Kasaria
sanctuary.
is so proud of herself. She's like, ultimate cosmic power. She puts one full moon, and then like all the phases of the moon start surrounding her and swirling around her. She has absolutely no idea the blade wall's gone behind her right now because she's like drunk on power.
I'm about to get my ass wrecked.
I love this.
Oh.
No, you're still sanctuary, so that's something.
Yeah, I'm casting Spirit Guardians at 3rd level. So that is, what is that? It's a 15-foot sphere around me.
15 foot.
Yeah. So these two I'm gonna move a bit so as these two gentlemen are like definitely in it.
Whoa, that's awesome.
That is pretty. I'll move right here.
That is a little bright, but let me turn that down just a bit.
I like it.
Ah. Infinite
That's why she
cosmic
can't see.
power.
That's why she can't see. She dropped her 6th level spell, and it's very sad. But yeah, okay, so and that's
So what does this do?
So when I can designate creatures, thank goodness, not to be involved in this. So obviously Carla and John are not. But when you start your spell, or when you start, or wait.
What is this?
That sounds like a
Squeaky
squeaky toy.
toy.
Yeah.
This effect
okay,
has
so
the
it's a
coolest
wizard's
effect. Yeah.
I don't freaking know. Somebody read the spell. I can't even handle myself right now. I'm nervous. Okay, when you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw.
So
If it
when
fails, it
when
does
they
a bunch of damage.
so when they start their turn, it's
So
gonna
nothing
be
happens right now. Yeah.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No, that's all.
She just stands there going. "Ah!"
Saloon!
All right.
And Carla's like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Two more zombie vampires break out of their enclosure, and they're coming right out, but they can't reach you just yet. The zombies are both starting their turn in this circle, so they need a wisdom saving throw, right? Now, zombies are known to be very wise.
Yeah.
So
Not
they roll a natural 20.
Hey!
Gosh, okay.
Oh,
That's fine.
it's so concentrating on gnawing on my pauldron that it doesn't even get see the. That's amazing.
There's wisdom in ignorance,
so-
as we know from John.
13 divided by 2
Huh?
radiant damage. So actually, so it'd be 13
So
points
still
of radiant
13.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noted. They get hit. As a matter of fact, hang on. That is more than 10. Then I need to roll a d6 for both of them. That is a 5 and a 2. The left one loses a leg, and the right one loses an arm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they just fall off.
And I think Spirit Guardians is their movement halved in that.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. So they can still move, but their movement is indeed half. Now, the one will attack you, John. The other one will attack Casariel. Both, again, with a bite and claw attack for you, John. That is a 17, which misses. And another natural 20. This is a very hefty zombie.
Wow,
So that is a natural 20 to the claw.
I'm crit.
That is a whopping 8 slashing damage.
After the crit?
Oh.
With the crit?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right,
They're
and
only
I'm
zombies.
gonna roll my concentration on Sanctuary
Yeah.
Keep it up. Keep it up. You don't help it yet.
and a 13. So we're good.
You're cool. The other zombie will try to attack Casariel with a bite for a natural 20. Wow. Whoa! That's 3 in a row.
This right now, change.
You
However-
have an amazing die. Can I have that one? You can
As
send
it
it to me.
chomps
I'll pay for it.
on my armor,
Oh, yeah.
it realizes that it can't make a crit against me.
That is true.
That's true.
So then it means that it will hit, but it will hit with a normal damage. So that's
Nice.
only, let me see, that is only 5 piercing damage for the bite. As for the claw, it misses with a palsy 6.
I spin around and I look at John and I say, I'm pretty sure these two are mine. Move on.
Yeah, concentration? Or no?
She was hit once, so that is a concentration check. Yes.
Okay. Do I have... Let me just see. Did I take Warcaster? I don't remember.
I don't think he did.
Oh,
No.
I don't think so. Okay.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I have advantage on concentration checks.
Oh,
I keep
okay. I rolled a
forgetting
16 plus,
You're fine.
Okay.
that. Yeah, over 10. You're good.
Yep. That brings
Okay.
us to John.
All right. She said she's got these two, but there's nothing really close to me, except for the one in front of me. So yeah, I'm gonna stab the one in front of me,
Alrighty.
and that is a 25.
Hits.
I figured. Okay, cool. And that's gonna be, it's dead, so 4, 8, 15 radiant damage.
It's radiant damage, right? It's gone.
Okay. So yeah, basically it just stabbed me, so I bisect it and then run through its splits. And I'm gonna run over
very
here.
graphical.
And I'm gonna stabby. It's gonna be a 23.
That hits.
All right, and not the worst. 14 radiant damage.
Times 2. Wonderful. It is not bleeding though.
And then one more shove. I'm gonna go ahead and bisect the zombie, rush through, stab and impale, and then push off with my shield. And let's that acrobatics or athletics roll.
Yep.
And I got a 17.
I do too. So that's contested.
So roll again, or no? Yeah, I think it's just a contest. So yeah, we roll again.
Please.
Well, if it's no, it's not a strength check. No, let's roll again.
So this one I got less.
Please.
I got 13.
I got a 13 too.
Oh my god.
Well,
Do you have a camera in here? How are we? All right.
we already know Barry
we're
has a
done.
camera in there.
I got another 13.
All right, this is when you win. I got a 10.
Okay. Wow. All right. So it's a little bit of a struggle, but eventually I push them back 5 feet.
Cool.
And I think I went 25, so I'm going to go ahead and step back towards the blinding light of Kasariel.
Alrighty. That brings us to the top of the round. Carla.
Prayer for birth. This goes out to little baby Kasarla, I think. Bringer of dawn and of light. And she just keeps going. Yeah. Just keeps going.
That is number 4.
Guys, keep me low.
Sorry.
Over the rounds, please. Please.
Well done, Carla. You've got the makings of a great Persianer in you.
Oh dear. Don't like that. You're muted, my love.
Accompliceult. All right.
Marissa, you're muted.
Oh gosh, I was saying some really cool stuff, guys. I'm gonna move me spiritual weapon right here next to this fucker beside me.
You're gonna make that? Yep.
Yep, I'm gonna.
Oh, I just wanted to say the aura effect looks so goddamn cool on these tokens.
It does, right?
That is so amazing. Anyway, go on.
Okay, that's 14 plus 11, so that's a bajillion.
So that hits, yes.
Yep, that's 10 plus 5, 15 points of force damage.
Noted. It's still standing, but it is bleeding, and I need to roll another d6 on this. He loses his other arm. He cannot. He can no longer claw.
Okay. And then I would like to cast 2 moonbolts at well, I'm gonna cast my 3. I have 3. But I'm gonna cast the first one at the closest zombie vampire to me, and see
You will
what
do so with
happens there.
disadvantage because he is standing next to you.
Oh no, not that one. The one
If-
with actually
if-
zombie vampire.
If anything,
The zombie. Yeah, the zombie vampire.
If anything melee range is standing next to you, it still gives you disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah, but are you shooting at the vampires over there or what?
yeah.
It's
The
just that
vampires
something
are
is
awesome.
engaging you. So I mean, whatever we want. But
That's
We
fine.
don't really do
Okay.
it advantage for when things are if we're interacting with things. Like if Kasariel is hitting something, you're hitting something. We don't do advantage for that. So why would we do disadvantage for?
well, no,
engagement?
Yeah, no, it's
okay. Yeah, we can do.
yeah.
however.
Do you want me to roll normal or you want me to roll disadvantage?
If you're attacking the zombie vampires, it's a normal attack.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna I guess the one that's closest to me would be sort of obstructed from you, so I'll do the one farthest from us.
All right.
Oh, that's terrible. That's a 2.
misses.
Plus 11, 13.
That still misses.
Okay. I'm gonna try shoot another one at her. 20.
That hits.
Okay. Awful. It's 1 point of radiant damage.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. Oh, awful again. That's 13 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. Well, that's it for me.
Alrighty. From the water in the tomb further on, a couple more zombies emerge on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
The vampires will move in to try and attack John, which they can both do, and they will still stay outside of the blade wars. They will both attack John, and they will do so with both a bite and a claw attack. Here we go. The bite attack goes for a 23.
I think one of them's within 15 feet. Oh, sorry, and 23 hits. Yeah.
Yep. The other one will try to bite for. That's a lot lower. That's an 11, so that's going to miss. I'm just going to tally it up. It's going to be a little easier. For the claw attacks, I have one for a 24.
That hits.
And one for a 12.
That does not.
All right, so one bite, one claw. For the claw, that is 15 points of slashing damage.
All right. 15.
For the bite attack, it is a combined total of 11 points of damage, of which 6 points are necrotic. That is a reduction on your maximum.
All right, so that's going to be a 6-point reduction on maximum. Minus 6. Cool. And that is 2, I believe, concentration checks from me.
Yes.
That is... I had a 7. That's it. Sanctuary's down.
Sanctuary is down.
Yikers.
Okay.
So, yep, that's it. Yeah, I think it is within 15 feet. One of them.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, but it didn't start its turn there.
True.
But
Good
it did
point.
move into...
It entered into the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. John, just before it is your turn, you hear a loud gurgling rumble from the water. It sounds like something very, very big is making its way towards you all. Your turn.
You might want to speed up on those verses, and I'll.
Trying my best.
All right, the one behind me.
Don't interrupt me. I'm.
God damn it, John. So yeah, the one behind me, Cazero's got. So I'm going to go ahead and stabby on the one. I think the one I hit was the one due north of this pillar, right next to me, right?
Yeah, it's the left one. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to reach between the pillar and the other zombie and try to attack this one again. And I got a 13 to hit.
That misses.
All right, and I actually turn off the blade and turn it on right in front of her and stab her, and 21. That
does it.
Yeah, okay, 21. And I'm trying to be all fancy, and it's probably gonna get me killed. It's gonna be 17 radiant damage.
Times was 34. All right. They're bleeding.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and shield bash the one due north of me and try to prone it.
Sure.
That's another 13. That's 3 13s in a row on acrobatics.
I have an 18.
Yep.
That.
So I push and it just growls back at me.
Yep.
That's
Anything
me.
else, John?
That's me.
Alrighty, Carla.
Okay, where am I at? Sorry. You think that I would do nothing? Okay, so I'm going to then say the prayer of healing and glorious Lord of morning, bringer of the dawn, you shine brightly for your gifts of warmth and sunlight. And as I'm doing this, I'm going to actually back up even further if I can. If that's allowed.
You can. Yes, you can.
Yeah, I will keep kind of backing up. And as I leave this range, do I get kind of the sense that like I'm going to be not casting Sanctuary well? Or is it still going?
Like what you're doing right now feels like it's still fine.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to kind of back up and I'm going to kind of press myself against the wall as much as possible with like all of my new roguey sneakiness and just keep saying stuff.
Alrighty.
Keep going.
So you press yourself against a bit of rubble here in the wall, but that is number 5. That is fine.
Yeah.
We got this.
One more round.
Serial.
Okay. I will. Once again, I will. Did this guy go? This guy next to me here?
He's still alive, yes.
Okay.
Well,
All right, just making sure you're right.
alive is debatable, but he's still standing.
I'm going to move my spiritual weapon over to the zombie directly north of John.
Yep.
And I will make a attack. Oh no. I think my roll is a +11. I don't know why I keep questioning myself about this. Yes. So 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. That's 17 points of force damage.
Noted.
And then I'm going to stay in this guy's range where I don't get, an opportunity attack. But I will release the first of my 3 moon bolts at the same vampire.
The one that you hit with the spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
The first is a 10. Oh, no,
That
sorry.
misses.
21. Sorry.
Oh, that hits.
Okay. All right, that's for 10 damage. I'm going to hit.
Radiant.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still alive?
She's still standing, but she's bleeding.
Okay. The second one is going to be 14.
That misses.
Okay. And the third one is going to be a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, that's 6 points of radiant damage.
Times 2 is 12. You not absolve, because these creatures
Dissolve.
can't be absolved, but you dissolve this zombie vampire.
If I can't absolve you, I'll dissolve you.
Okay.
too good.
Yes, and I will stay within this
You got
guy here as melee range, but I will
Right.
come here next to John.
Wonderful.
Shoulder to shoulder.
The other vampire starts its turn now in Kazariel's Ray, so it will need to make a wisdom saving throw, was it?
Yes, please.
Alrighty. That is a dirty 20.
Okay, that succeeds. So, we're doing spiritual weapon, right? Oh, no.
You're a guardian. More power.
Sorry. I've got so much shit going on.
Is that 3d10 or is that I don't
It's
remember.
3d8.
3d8.
It's 4 or 5. So it's 5 radiant damage in half, so still 5.
Alright, that concludes its turn because it's dead.
Wow. Okay.
It's a powerful spell.
How many is that, John? I can't recall now.
You know I
it's
can't
too
count
many
that high.
to keep up.
The other zombies keep coming up the stairs, and you hear a loud banging and sloshing in the water below as something large is making its way towards you. This sounds
Oh my God.
bigger than anything you might have ever seen in this world. John, your turn.
You and your stabbing and slashing, and I'm just gonna sort of backhand this zombie with my sword behind me.
Okay. I totally forgot to let him attack. He's just stunned by everything that's going on right now.
Oh, was it his turn? He can.
It was his turn, but I totally forgot. So, that happens. Zombies aren't smart. So,
I mean, if he's in the aura, she probably gets the kill anyway.
that's fair, actually. With some saving throw, right?
It's
I
true.
might as well. Yeah.
Yes, and I want it if it's mine.
That's a... that's a
Oh, yeah?
-2.
Yes.
So I wonder if it's
All right.
succeeded.
That's 9 radiant damage.
It's gone.
I go to stab it and it just melts. I'm like, God damn it, Zariel.
Kasaria looks over her shoulder as like her death count is like ding 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 ding.
I just
Love it.
I raise up my hand and the strings come out of nowhere and latch onto the zombie. I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast.
All right.
I'm going to. That's gonna be
Which one, by the way?
Okay, furthest left. So the one that came out of the leftmost submerged hallway.
Got it.
And that is going to be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty. And it's going to be 7 force damage.
Noted.
So if is it over 10 or over 5 where it loses something?
Over 10.
Okay, damn it. Okay. I don't even think I can do that with Eldritch Blast. So, and that is going to be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty. And that's going to be, 10.
There you go. Okay,
Exactly
so
10.
let me...
I'll take it.
A leg falls off. And he's also bleeding.
All right. Does that make him prone? Or is he just...
No.
Okay.
No, he can hop along with on one leg.
That's good because I would get disadvantage. Oh, and the natural one. So the strings come down. One lashes onto his chest and squeezes him and damages. Another one lashes onto his leg and rips it clear off. And then a third lashes onto his leg and doesn't do anything.
That leg is still there. Like, oh. All right.
That is me.
Anything else, my friend?
I think I'm gonna save my bonus action, just not do anything. We're good.
Okay. Carla.
Okay, as this is my final one, right? Number 6.
Correct.
Yeah, so for that, I'm going to say the death prayer. So I'm going to, you'll see sort of she actually begins to like actually read this prayer. She looks up and she's thinking, she's kind of looking into Mariana's statue's face as she's saying it, as she's like remembering her reading. And she sees Arena and she's like, "O Dawn Master, support this soul in her last hour by the strong arms of thy brightness and the fragrance of thy consolations." And she keeps going until eventually it reads to, "In thy arms, in thy faith, and in thy love." And her final one is said.
And as you speak the final words, a bright light suddenly erupts in the crypt, obliterating any of the undead that are still here. The sound that you hear below suddenly stops. And instead of that, you see a radiant picture in front of you.
Thank you. The place is now safe from the undead. Strahd has taken far too many of the innocent in his lustful search for Tatiana's soul. He must be stopped. I once prayed to the Water Fae at her famed shrine near Berez, across the river Luna. Strahd has cursed the Water Fae, and she has become the Swamp Fae, Baba Lysaga, worshipped by the Bullywog who lurk in the swamp. Please find the blue gem, restore the Water Fae, and end the Devil Strahd. I often say the Water Fae prayer to myself to bring me peace. I come from haunts of goot and lard. I make a sudden sally and sparkle out among the fern to beggar down a valley. By 30 hills I hurry down or slip between the ridges. By 20 thorps, a little town, and half 100 bridges. Till last by Philip's farm I flow to join the brimming river. For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. I come from haunts of goat and lard. I make a sudden sally.
And very slowly, her voice trails off into nothingness. It seems your efforts have consecrated this grave. I will obviously share this little prayer that you just said in chat for you.
Thank you.
I was the whispering tied to the spirit sound?
Yes, in front of you, as the light erupted, you very clearly saw a young woman standing where the statue was. She looked quite like Irina and like Tatiana, slightly different, but otherwise it could have been her sister. And that was the very image that was speaking to you before it slowly faded away.
Right. Could we get a brief recap of what it was? Because the music and the voice. I couldn't really hear what the voice was saying.
Perfectly fine.
Okay, thank you.
It said, "Thank you. The place is safe from the undead. Strahd has taken far too many of the innocent in his lustful search for Tatiana's soul. He must be stopped. I once prayed to the Water Fae at her famed shrine east of Berez, across the river Luna. Strahd has cursed the Water Fae, and she has become the Swamp Fae Baba Lysaga, worshipped by the bullywug who lurk in the swamp. Please, find the blue gem and restore the Water Fae and end the devil's Strahd. I often say the Water Fae prayer to myself to bring me peace." And that follows with the prayer.
All right, cool.
Carla. Great fucking job.
Well done.
Great job yourself. And she's staring up at the statue, not really paying attention.
I'm gonna look past at the two submerged hallways. No movement.
It is completely silent.
I'm gonna divine sense. Does this place feel consecrated or still evil?
It's completely consecrated, yes.
Oh, you did it,
Do you
Carla.
two
Well
need
done.
rest? I only did it because you protected me. Do you two need rest? Do you need healing?
I'm not gonna fall over
If
and die
rest-
right now.
A short rest. My ring will repair me. Do you need
Well-
any healing?
Me? No. So I'm offering it to you. I did nothing. I faced no damage. Yes, this place is consecrated. Should we maybe find somewhere a little higher above the water and rest for a moment to get you two back to full swing?
This may actually be one of the safest places in this swamp. Now,
Yes, certainly. This is nice in here. You know, the
I know the water is not very comfortable. But
lighting.
can we sit on like a ledge next to the statue to get our feet out of the water?
Do you make like a short rest? Sure. Like, it's going to be very hard to make camp here, but for a short rest,
Right.
you're fine.
Cool.
Yeah, short rest.
Okay.
As they're short resting basically because I'm good to use nothing for answering that. I'm going to go to like each of the like marble statues and like are they inlaid with the girls' names or
Yes.
not the marble?
All six of the marble tombs that have now been broken open indeed have name plaques on them.
She'll start sort of like writing them down and kind of like going to each one and apologizing almost like kind of like she's not religious but some part of her is just still kind of like almost doing that prayer. She's going for the death with Morning Lord and then she eventually stops by the guys again.
All right. And you take your short rest over there.
Mhm.
Wonderful. I would say feel free to take a short rest. Nothing happens in that hour. And while we're taking the short rest in the game, I think we should also take our short rest outside of the game. Hi, everybody. We are back from our break. I hope you guys enjoyed your break as much as we did. For those of you that were in our Discord, that was so much fun to talk to you. Like, it's getting crowded in there, and we're happy with it. Thank you so much for hanging out there. So, what did we do before the break? Well, you guys traveled to the swampy areas of Berez in Barovia. You took a bit of a trek through the murky and mucky area that was the village of Berez. And slightly beyond that, you noticed a church, which you visited. And over there, you were asked to help consecrate a small crypt where a lady was buried. And you did so with flying colors. You were assailed by zombies and zombie vampires, but you managed to fend them off quite beautifully. And Carla consecrated the place by reading the entire book that she had gotten. And the place is consecrated right now. You are taking a short rest over there. So if you haven't rolled your dice yet for the short rest, then feel free to still do that. And from there, I would say, what is your next move?
So we need to go across the Lake Luna at the east side of Berez in order to find the lady of the Baba.
The saga.
What was that? Nasaga.
Baba
Lasaga.
Lisaga. Yeah.
And
Something about bullywogs worshipping them.
yes, big frog people. That makes sense that they're bullywogs. I thought they might have been like morphed frogs, but kind of annoying. They're not very friendly creatures from what I've read, so we would have to be very careful. But that is probably our next stop, going east from here, finding the lake and crossing it somehow. So we know how to walk on water.
She can fly.
Oh, I could fly as well with Polyworth. I could carry John over and you could fly and we'd make it there.
All right.
And then when we're there, okay, so once we're across the lake, do we think just giving her rock is going to help, or should we be prepared for the worst?
Were we supposed to go back to Brother Gregor? After we consecrated this place?
We'll stop by him, see if he has anything interesting to say.
I didn't know if we were supposed to return once we had finished here.
We still haven't found her Esmerelda as well, which is worrying. Oh, God, I hope she's okay.
We need to go by the mansion.
Mansion, yes. I think if we could ask Brother Gregor where that is. And then maybe mansion?
We should probably head to the mansion first. If she's in danger, we need to help her before we go off to meet some swamp fane person.
Yes, and if she's still like herself and fine, she might be able to fight with us. That could be fun.
Maybe we can convince her to get out of here and go back to where it's safe.
That would probably be best, yes, but also her traveling the swamp alone. And we also have seen what happens when she goes off on her own. She runs off into danger head first. Who would do such a thing? She'll say. Carol will say she like very purposely strides out.
All right. So you guys want to go back to the church?
Yes.
Righty.
Back to the church.
You can indeed. Let me also stop that music. There you go. As you head back to the church, you notice that the church itself is empty.
Oh dear.
I think he said
Brother
that
Gregor?
if we did that, they'd be at peace.
Yes, but no one really is at peace in Barovia. It just means he's gone back up there and she'll look up. Is there any change in the sky? Or anything like that?
Nothing discernible, no.
I will, I forget what her name was. That's unfortunate. Hello? Friend? The little fairy? Chelsea? What was her name? Camila? Camila.
Hello.
You got me again. This one nugget. So we, I think we took care of the scary people that you'd mentioned. Did you mention them?
I don't like what the people singing.
Yeah.
Yes, you mentioned the people and the women in the ruins. Did you not?
The people in the church didn't seem like
They were singing in
Gregor.
Oh. Well, did you know also that now Irina's tomb is at peace? Rena, you know.
Oh, really? Wow. So, did you kill the people here?
No, they just were gone when we showed up.
Oh, okay. So where did they go?
Well, who knows? Hopefully nowhere bad, but most people who pass on don't really end up anywhere besides the mists here, so... You know.
Yeah, you're right.
we need to cross the Lake Luna. Has anyone done that in a while, do you know?
Oh, we do it all the time. We just fly over.
Okay, so flying's fine. Do you know if there's anything in there that wants to, like, come out and eat people?
Of course.
Okay. What would that be?
Well, like crocodiles and stuff.
Oh. Crocodiles. Okay.
Yeah, but
that's
there's
not too
places
bad.
where you can walk over.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think a giant crocodile in that lake would probably survive fine? Like, if someone were to perhaps turn into a giant crocodile and go into the lake, do you think it'd be okay for them? Would the other crocodiles attack? Is there something bigger than a giant crocodile?
I don't know, really. I usually don't go swimming.
That's fair.
But if you go a little bit more past the big house that was close by, and then cross the river there, like it's not that deep there. You should be able to walk over.
Could you point us in the direction of that big house?
She literally points like in a direction right now.
Okay, Carla will mark it down and be like, okay, cool.
Was that the place with the goats?
Yeah, just past that.
With the goats, what's happening there? You know, we're not really familiar with your custom, so we wouldn't actually know.
I don't like to hang around the goats all that much, but my sisters do. You might want to ask them, but I don't like going there. They stink.
Are they friendly? Your sisters?
The goats? Well, they're well, yeah, sure.
That's not reassuring. Okay, the goats aren't friendly, or are they?
The goats are, well, they try to eat us every once in a while, but that's probably because they're dumb and they stink.
That's fair.
Are you friendly?
Okay.
I don't know, am I?
I don't know. Are you?
As tiny as this creature is, you're noticing a bit of an existential crisis with her.
You know what? Maybe we should make a little bit of a deal for friendliness on your part. Would you like another animal? I can give you a new one.
Well, that'd be cool. Sure.
I'll pull out the bag of tricks and I'll do another animal for them.
Great. Roll me a d8.
Baboon comes forward.
A baboon? Oh, I love that.
Baboon. Yeah.
Sure, why not? Poof.
This young baboon has done so many brave things, has helped us against like whites and all sorts of very creepy creatures, and has really saved the day in terms of distracting them. So I mean, if you and your sisters want to, have some fun with the baboon, then here you go. I don't imagine you see them every day here in the swamp.
Starts pulling on like different parts of people's armor.
Off you go.
He's cool. Can I name him Barry?
You absolutely can, yes. Little Berry, Adorable.
I think it's a very fitting name. All right. Thank you.
Okay, great. So we're friends for sure. Okay, we'll go to the house. Anything there that's going to try to kill us,
Yeah.
What would that be?
I don't know, like there's like creepy stuff walking around in the garden there, so watch out.
Okay. Creepy stuff in the garden. Specific. All right. Should we head to the house?
Yeah.
I was going to say to the other two.
I think we should all head
Yes.
there together with this little friend. No?
No, we'll leave the friend and the baboon there. I think they'll be fine.
Bye, little friend.
Yeah,
Mila?
bye. I'm going to feed you some leaves. Hang on.
Making friends wherever
Right.
we go.
I think we head to the house.
Yeah.
So you want to go directly to the house, or you want to make a stop at the goat pens? Because you will be passing those.
Directly to the house. I think we will try to avoid the goat pens as much as possible.
Why don't you guys trust me?
Because they're surrounded in a skull fence. That's
Because
why.
I've read the Odyssey, my friend. That's why.
Oh. Okay, then.
I haven't. I'll pretend like I have and laugh.
That is
I didn't make that connection, but now that I've made that,
That's why I said it earlier on. I was like, ugh. Anyway, go on.
I love that. All right. So as you're moving a little bit more downwards, you notice that a large portion of the Burgomaster's manor that you're approaching right now was destroyed by some unforeseen force. If you're looking at it, you're noticing that basically the entire second story of this building is gone, save the odd wall that is still standing. There is nothing left of this mansion. I will put your tokens down. And there you are.
So what do we know about the mansion? That Esmerelda's here somewhere.
She might be here, hopefully.
All right. What did the spirit say about where Baba Saga is?
She's across the lake, which is just further beyond here.
Oh.
And yeah,
We just want to make
Can we
sure
stop
that
here?
we just want to make sure
We
that
need to find
Esmeralda's not
Esmeralda,
in danger.
yes.
Do we?
I do.
Yes.
Gosariel, I
Before
do.
we get the gem?
Yes.
I'm
The
just
gem
asking.
the gem
I'm
is
just
fine.
asking.
The gem is fine.
Well,
We have
before
the gem. It's her that we need to talk. But
All right.
I
Listen,
don't want to leave her here if she's fine. If she was just stupid and ran off. If she's
Listen.
something.
The last time we saw her, she was very strange. Okay, I don't think it was her.
The
I will
last
just
time
say
we
it.
left someone to their own devices or had them come with us, they died. I'm not going to leave them
That's
alone.
two opposing things that you just said. No, the last time we brought someone with us, they died. If we leave her, then by your estimation, she should be fine.
If we leave them in a dangerous place, they're going to die as well. We can't. Even if we don't know her, even if we haven't fought with her before.
Need her. I need her. I'm training more towards my combat skills, and she has some of the skills that I would like to acquire. So if she can be saved and be normal, then that's great. Maybe she was possessed by something in the swamp to come here. Maybe that's why she was being weird. Maybe we saw a fake her, and the real her has been off here for a while, and we have to go save her. Like, we don't have many friends here.
I don't see
If we can-
Marissa's token.
We don't?
By the way. Oh, I'm noticing. Let me
I see.
repeat
No.
that. Thank you.
I know that.
Well-
There you are.
You
Yeah,
know
this
what,
must feel like people-
Paula?
What?
What do you know?
What do I know? I know nothing. You are very suspicious of everyone, which is so fair. You've been not wrong so far, but please, at least just. I would prefer to
Alright.
confirm that they
Listen,
betrayed us.
It's a safe space. We can all throw out ideas. Do we need to go into the creepy mansion before we go fight the huge, possibly bog hag / witch? Sure. If you want to go in there, we will. Of course we will.
I'm gonna look
We
around.
could
Are
rest
there
before we do that?
any
Go to the witch.
hoof marks and footsteps that a horse or a person may have come through recently?
None whatsoever. The only thing you're seeing around you is a, well, crumbling fence that no longer protects the mansion, and there is a broken fountain in front of you. This garden that the pixie spoke of, you don't see either.
She spoke of a garden?
Yes.
There's a garden with something creepy in it. We
Oh,
can always, if we clear out this mansion, we can make a little stop here, get our energy back, and head out to the Baba Yaga fully, with you two as well having all of your, bits restored. John's looking a little sluggish.
It's the last fight, John.
I'm fine.
All right, Carla. Come on, let's go in.
I'll take point.
Just before we kind of leave, Carla's going to look at the fountain a little bit. Is there anything weird or off about it?
It's very broken. But other than that, nothing that piques your interest.
I'll toss a coin in and go with them.
You notice that the coin falls down quite a bit.
Huh. Alright. Keep going.
As you enter the building, which like there's not really a door or anything that you can walk through, you see that a staircase that would ascend to the second floor no longer exists and lies in the rubble. The wind that you are hearing that is flowing through the cracks is howling a little bit. It's subtle, but it's there. The remains of an old hall lead to the left and to the right, and you get a feeling that this must have been a splendid and well-appointed manor centuries ago. Who has a higher passive perception than 15?
Kazara would be the only one, I think.
It's 15 for me.
All right, 15 is fine. Kazara, you hear a moaning coming from this mansion. It sounds sad and almost with a certain touch of melancholy in there.
These are walls over here. I'm going to hold up my sword and illuminate it.
Do you hear that?
Did you hear that?
The wind?
Say, a wailing, a crying. It sounds like.
Huh. It's Esmerelda.
Does it sound like Esmeralda, Kazara?
Does it sound like Esmerelda, DM?
There is no way of telling that this sounds like Esmeralda.
Right. So
I
as we
can't tell.
come in here, is this a stairway or is like?
That used to be a stairway. It is collapsed to the ground.
Okay. So then, is this a wall down below us?
It is, but you can definitely move past it because it is also open.
So I hold my sword up brightly in front of us.
Alrighty. As you move on, you see a kitchen. But it barely resembles a kitchen anymore. There's some dirt and mud on the floor, and what appears to be a pantry is over there. There are some passages that are leading to the left and to the right, and you notice that there is a very foul odor that is wafting up from the pile of rubble in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm noticing that there are some walls that are stopping you there, so allow me.
Mm-hmm.
This is no longer going to be an issue in the next campaign, by the way, because
No problem.
I make the walls. So,
All right, before we start going in too much, I'm gonna say, hey, hang on, and I'm gonna detect divine sense. That thing smells really bad in the center.
there is nothing that lights up for you as you use this spell.
All right, be careful of what may not look what it seems.
As we're sort of going through the rooms, Carla is kind of doing like her little loot goblin business of like kind of investigating the corners for anything interesting or shiny or, you know.
Right
looky
now,
lines.
over here, there is just nothing unless you would be very interested in, say, an old broken barrel or something. But there's nothing here.
Are you okay?
Imagine John and Kasariel are looking for movement and silhouettes. So you said there was a hall?
Yeah, there is a hallway over there. And if you look through that, you will be seeing a broken down dining room. The dining room itself is completely in shambles. There's a huge oak table that is splintered and broken, but above it hangs a massive chandelier made of gold and silver. It is partially lowered from the bit of ceiling that is still there, and it lies partially collapsed on the table.
I was going to scoot over and take a couple of bits of silver if I can.
As you pick up a bit of silver, it reacts to your hand and it bites you as a mimic attack.
Ah!
Roll for
I
initiative.
knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, that's such a cool one.
Beautiful.
It's been a while. We haven't had a mimic in this campaign yet.
Yeah, in the death house.
Did we?
That was
in the
the last
basement.
Oh, we did. We had that little chest.
It
I
was
forgot about that.
going. I think it was going for Carla too.
13. That's when I
13.
had nothing. Nothing at all to work with.
Serial?
16.
16. John?
I got a mighty 10.
Wow. Okay. Cool. The mimic also rolled, but it does get around to surprise on you because you did not see this coming. So it will attack you, and it is going to pseudopod attack you, which is very filthy because it basically tries to lick you with this very creepy tongue. Yeah. For a dirty 20.
That hits. That hits.
All right, that is a total of 17 points of bludgeoning damage, and it is adhesed to you.
Ugh, yuck.
17. Oh.
This is a big boy.
I'm out of health.
That brings us to the top of the round, Kasariel.
Do we want to do music for this, or is it?
Oh, I totally forgot to turn on the music. Yeah.
No worries.
We are fighting after all.
I'm super hyped. I'm like, I want to get that hype going.
There we go.
Okay, so let me just see here. Okay, so it's attached to Carla?
Yes.
Yep.
Uh-huh. All right. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm gonna cast some moon bolts at it. But I'll
Sure.
move first. I'll move. Oh, I can't move.
Oh, we're paused.
You can. No.
Wait, can I move? from
That is
there?
a very pretty mimic, by the way. Like that.
It is,
It
right?
is. It's rainbow. It's real pretty. I'm gonna move here so I can see it, and I will cast 3 moon bolts at it. Oh my goodness! 16 for the first one.
Hits.
Okay, the second one is going to be 14.
Hits.
Okay, and then 13 for the third one.
Hits.
Oh,
Fishing for that AC.
interesting. Okay.
Yep, it's a big boy. It's also another
Alright.
very armored boy.
That's going to be 13 points of radiant damage.
Alrighty. It is not an undead, nor is it a fiend, so it does just take normal damage, but that's still quite a bit.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. That's it for me.
Alrighty. Carla, you are currently stuck to this mimic.
Oh, your breath fucking stinks, vicious mockery.
Yes.
Give me a wisdom save. 16.
I love that.
Oh.
It should basically auto-fail on that because, like, that is a very, like, it's a truth and that hurts. So that is a 19.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I don't think that does anything then. Unsuccessful, you take 1d4 and have a disadvantage for the rest of the attack. So, what happens? It must succeed.
So
Okay, so it doesn't take anything, I think, then.
No.
Yeah, okay, so it doesn't take it, so I kind of say that, but it doesn't have airs, because it's a chest. So it doesn't do that, so then with my bonus action, I'm going to call forward a tail in my panic, and I have to remember to roll the d10 for that, and not a d8, because I did that earlier. God, I love Dungeons and Dragons and dice. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Is this an instantaneous one? What's this? Number 7. Nah, okay, that'll be next turn. Okay, that'll come into effect next turn. So yeah, I'm just kind of sitting there being like, no. Stop licking me, bad
Mr.
dog.
John.
I'm going to take a step forward, touch Carla's shoulder, and thunder step back over here. No, back to where we came because we know it's safe or feels safe. So she's right
okay.
to the side of me, like north of me.
So you're standing next to her and then you do Thunderstep. What's the
Yep.
range on Thunderstep?
10
Like the area.
10 feet.
So Kasariel is fine. Cool.
Yes. Thunderstep. It is. Why don't you have range? Oh, range area is. Yep, 10 feet around me.
All right.
All right, it's a Constitution saving throw. 17.
17. That fails it with an 11.
Oh, okay, cool. And I just rolled a d20, but that really didn't do anything because there was nothing to roll. So we're going to roll a couple of d10s. Beautiful.
Alrighty.
Oh,
And Carla is now due 1 foot or 1 space north of me, please. Cool beans. That is going to be 6 plus, what the hell is that? Oh, it's 9. Cool. 6 plus 9 plus 3. 18. 18 thunder damage.
Notice.
And 300 feet around us can hear a big bang.
Yes.
All right. So, yep, I pull her out and like, all right. I don't say anything cool. I just move forward and stand in the doorway.
Okay. The mimic comes off the table and just sort of like lurches forward over the ground. And it just like tries to adhese itself to Casariel.
Please clip that. Somebody please.
I'm just trying to be immersive here, okay?
I
mean,
I'm so immersed.
It was so funny.
Wait. Is okay, hang on, just real quick.
Yes?
I need-
You okay?
Breathe, Merson, breathe.
Is anyone else hearing the music double? All right.
Nope.
Oh God, I hope it didn't drown out Papa going.
Sorry. I think we should just continue, but Dictionary, try to refresh and tell me this happened. Thank you. Okay, cool. We're good. Sorry.
Cool. All good. So it tries to with a 23.
Are you okay?
Hitting me? I don't even know what's happening.
Deep breaths, in, out.
It has.
Take your time.
I can't breathe. Yeah, it hits.
Is it because you have a mimic on your?
I don't know. It's just so. I don't know. That's funny.
All right, so it's
I just got the giggles.
so its tongue lashes out at you, and it hits you for 70 points of bludgeoning damage, and it sticks
Wait.
itself to you.
17.
70?
17.
17 is way better.
I
Oh, 70 would be creepy.
That instantly got less funny. Okay.
Wait, what?
and you're now dead.
Okay, and it
Huh?
stuck to me. Ugh. Okay.
Okay.
Not like that. Okay.
Cool. Hang on. One thing I do have to add in is you use thunder damage. So, give me 1 second.
Alrighty.
2.
Oh, things are happening, everybody.
Yep. There we go. Feel free to continue. Top it around, Casariel. I'm not gonna do it. But there's something stuck to you.
Oh my god. All right. I will grab it, and my eyes turn black, and
Yes.
This is the
gonna
most
do worse.
epic, badass Casariel moment.
my eyes turn black, and all of the veins from my eyes spill into the tips of my fingers. My entire hands turn black, and I take it, and I'm going to inflict wounds. Fast level.
Oh.
You can't grab me if I grab you first.
Tickle, 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 tickle.
Oh my god, I rolled it. Oh, I thought it was a natural one. It's a 7. Okay, so 18.
7, that misses.
To hit.
Oh, 18, that definitely hits.
Okay.
Ah.
This is. Okay.
We're professional.
We're professional D&D streamers.
18, 19, 22 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. It's bleeding.
I don't know. Okay. Yes, and can I make a save to try to get it off me, or is that my?
That will be your action.
That'd have been action.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay here with the mimic.
Okay. Then we move to Carla.
Oh, God, did you hear that noise, John? My God.
It sounded like an octopus moving on land.
Right. I am going to cast Roslin's Psychic Lance. So make me an intelligence saving throw, bitch face, as I pointed it.
Okay.
This is a higher tier version of the vicious mockery.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, so my words got hurt. What about my magic?
So mimics aren't known for being wise nor intelligent. It's got an 11 on that.
Oh, that does not work, I'm afraid. So it's going to take 76 damage.
Oh, that's quite a bit.
Yes. Hurt me? How dare you? I actually have to root around in my dice box. My God, guys. I think I just felt left out in the last fight. I just want to roll.
I feel that.
Where's
I
my
feel
other
that.
D6? There we are. 7 exactly. Wonderful. Okay, let's roll them and see what we get. Ooh. 31 psychic damage into it as I just, like, infuse it with all of my rage.
Psychic damage, right?
Yep.
Oh.
No? Nothing? Nothing?
What happens?
Oh!
So, okay. Basically, as she sort of like reels back from the fact that like it's her insult didn't hit, she's like, "Not insult me, and now you're eating Kasari, terrible." And I'll fuel all that rage back, and you'll see this sort of like spark of purple energy go straight in between the mimic's teeth, like right down into like its throat, and then burst up through its like where its brain would be, and it falls off Kasariel with a and dies. Yeah. There you go.
I'm getting. I'm okay. I need to explain myself a little bit. The Murlocs from World of Warcraft.
Yep.
Yes.
A mimic. God, I hope somebody clipped it. Okay, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Note to self: add Murlocs in the next campaign.
Oh my God.
Squat.
Oh.
It is very dead. Well done,
Good.
indeed.
I miss
Fuck you.
Warcraft. Thank you.
Fucking mimic.
John,
Bro.
can you make me a charisma saving throw?
I 100% can. I'm actually quite good at those. Oh. I rolled a 4 and got an 18.
It's like a temptation.
18. That's still not enough, unfortunately.
Son of a... Really? I'm sitting here like, I got a plus 14. What's the worst that could happen?
You're fine. From the kitchen, a mug flies towards you and hits you square in the head for 2 points of bludgeoning damage. And as you look over at what happened over there, a poltergeist appears right next to you.
Hey! I don't throw things at you.
Oh no.
We continue. The mimic is gone. John, it's your turn.
First of all, 2 damage. And I look at it. We've had quite a few ghosties in this town. And some of them have not attacked us, and some of them have. This one just threw a mug at me. I'm going to
yes.
Point at it and say, "Quit throwing mugs at people. It's rude." And that's my I'll go ahead. I'll cast suggestion and say that.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, so what do I need to check against that?
That would be suggestion is a wisdom saving throw of 17.
No, that's an 8.
So I have suggested to it to quit throwing mugs at people. It's rude. And for up to 8 hours, it will follow this reasonable suggestion.
So reasonable.
And since that is really the only thing the poltergeist can do, it just dissolves back into the grounds. That's the end of combat.
Casariel watches the mimic like blah, like fall off of her, and she's like, fucking gross. She's like wiping like slobber and like tossing it into the corner, and she looks up and all she sees is a mug fly out of nowhere. John,
I can't.
Like,
I just think that would work.
Dakala hit you with the mug.
Oh, this rude son of a bitch. He's gone now.
You shouldn't call Kala a son of a bitch. That's not nice. She's our friend.
You haven't met my mother.
Oh my god.
She's wonderful.
I'm sorry. I was not expecting that to work.
I know. You basically said, no, that's rude.
And that was it.
Rude. We're off the rails. We're off the rails.
I laughed so hard that I actually taste like copper.
Daniel Guy's life on stream happening right now.
Did you eat a penny? Why do you taste
no like blood? I think I burst a blood vessel. Anyway, please let's move on. Oh my god.
Do we need to call EMS for you?
I think we're fine. I don't know what's happening anymore. Is this real life?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
How rude can you be?
So for now, the area seems to be fine again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is there any real silver and gold on this table, or was that all?
It was all part of the mimic. Nope.
Talk about leaving a girl high and dry.
Well,
Fuck is Esmerelda.
dry. Perhaps you're dry.
I got slobberificated by it as well. Don't worry. It's John here. Seems to be doing fine.
I'm very dry. Esmerelda.
It doesn't seem like anyone wants to reply to that just yet.
We already made a loud noise. I mean,
Yeah, might as well.
Hmm.
All right, let's keep going.
The room beyond seems to be a so-called garden room. It's sort of like a, it's kind of like a lookout out of the garden. It used to have beautiful windows, which are all but gone. But you do notice that there are a couple of pots and vases that are lying scattered across the floor over here. You can see the massive garden behind the mansion from here, and indeed it is a massive garden. It's one of those French-style gardens, even though you guys don't know what French is in this world, where it kind of has that sort of like maze vibe to it. It isn't technically a maze, but it has that segmented look to it. It's very beautiful, if not for the fact that it doesn't look like it's been well kept.
Might be what she was talking about when she said the garden.
Yes, I think... Okay, this search is doing nothing for no one. I'm going to turn into a bird and go look over that garden and see if I can see Esmerelda, because if she's going to be anywhere, it's going to be that awful place. Will you two stand guard here and kind of call out for her, or maybe check a couple more rooms? Hate to split us up, but we need to get this done quickly. I think this place is awful.
Sad.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. So Carla will polymorph into a crow.
Sure.
And I will fly over the garden and see what I can see.
Alrighty.
High enough where it would...
I ready my wand.
I lower the wand.
Oh, fine.
So first off, as you fly up, you will see the entirety of the mansion because it has no roof, so you can look all over it. You notice that most of the mansion is completely collapsed. There is one room that looks rather interesting, though, almost as if there's some cold mist hanging there. That is something that you can very easily see. As you fly over the garden, I will not switch maps because it'll save you a map switch, but as you fly over the garden, it is indeed, as I described, very beautiful. There's a large fountain in the middle with a body of water, which seems kind of like yellowed and terrible. You think that you see a couple of creatures shambling through this garden, but there is no direct sign of any actual life there.
Okay, then I will circle on back and land down here and relay all of that information to my group and be like, okay, so the only really interesting thing here is whatever's happening in that room, and I'll point over at the Misty room. We want to check it out. But I don't see Esmerelda here, so that is an issue.
Do you remember how Madame Eva turned out to be the last Fane?
Oh, I don't think she's the last Fane, do you?
I
Who, Madame Eva?
think she's something creepy. Yes. Perhaps. I don't know. But,
You know,
Cavil?
I really miss not being in Barovia. You know, when you're in Neverwinter, you meet all sorts of people and you're able to make friends and chat, and no one's a creepy asshole or secretly someone in disguise or super powerful or undead or without a soul. Like, everyone's lively and fun.
Bring me with you in Neverwinter. I'm sure you'll discover that many people you thought weren't creepy, awful people are actually creepy, awful people. They're just very good at pretending they're not creepy, awful people.
I purposely hang out with the very obviously pee-pee. Poo-poo.
You hang out with an obvious pee-pee.
I hang out with an obvious pee-pee. Don't set me off. Well, don't set me off. Hang out with obviously creepy people in Neverwinter.
Guys, you gotta go.
Pee-pee creeple, guys.
They're just not as bad as they are here, usually. They're just like, oh, I steal a little bit of dead bodies sometimes. That's fine. Hang around graveyards a bit too much. That's fine.
I'm looking
Sarah heard nothing after PB. She just is trying to figure that out.
I'm a little bit flustered, please.
The highlights episode for this is going to be amazing.
Yes.
I'm already mentally categorizing the TikToks. I'm like, yeah, that one's gonna make it.
I take a step in.
Yeah. That's gonna.
There she goes. Oh my lord. Oh. Okay.
So, for those of you listening and or watching, I think I just learned her trigger.
Oh, there we go. Ooh.
All right. So, as you walk into this far west room of the mansion, where there is some sort of a cold mist hanging around, it seems like this is, or rather was at this point, the master bedroom. And as you take one step into the room, a ghostly figure materializes, and it looks directly at you, and it says, "You have come. I have waited for centuries for you to arrive."
Are you going to throw mugs like the last? Sorry.
Please, I need your help.
With what? Take
I
one step further.
am Laszlo Ulrich, last of the Ulrich family. My son served in Argynvost, and he was slain by dark forces. After Argynvost fell, evil came searching for Argynvost's treasures and secrets. I hid a shield of my son centuries ago, wanting to give it to one worthy to bring vengeance against those that destroyed all I had. Strahd killed my son, killed Lord Argynvost, cursed Berez and its people, and I could do nothing to stop him. Eventually, I succumbed to a brutal death at his hand. Please, the shield of my son will protect you against the powerful darkness that you will face. I hid it in the garden. It is in the fountain, but beware. The creatures of night roam the garden, and they will not make it easy to get your shield.
Have you seen a redhead around here?
I remember a fair, red-haired lady. She
Anything
was
else?
once living in Berez, but now lies entombed near the church.
Yes.
Ariana.
You mean Marina?
Yes, Marina.
We've just come from there. We've, this one, actually, I'm pointing to Carla, has reconsecrated the grounds and laid her to rest.
You truly are saviors.
Do these creatures fly? And in the garden?
Not that I know of.
Is there a way for them to shoot down a flying creature that might dip down to get the shield and come back up, do you know?
This tactical talk confuses the ghost, and he just stares at you blankly.
Okay. Well, that's my plan. All right, we will try to get your shield. Do you want us to bring it to you, or can we just take it?
Please use it in good faith. I have no use for it. I am
John, do you want a
forever
shield?
bound to this place.
Sure, as long as I think we should make sure Esmerelda's safe first. But if she's not here, then we might as well grab it before we go.
You're saying this out loud, right?
Yes.
Esmerelda.
Yes,
Yeah.
redhead. Feisty.
Kind of dumb, going off on her own.
Very, yeah. Brave-hearted.
Foolhardy.
I have not seen
Good for you.
an Esmeralda, but her name I have heard.
Where have you heard it?
Was it that bastard with the mug?
pixies.
Damn it. Sorry.
The pixies?
The pixies that are flying around have spotted an Esmeralda who was out looking for something.
We spoke with one. Sorry, go on. I
too
didn't mean
have
to cut you off.
spoken with one. It seems Esmeralda has moved across the river.
That dumb bitch. Okay. Yeah, she's dead. She's dead. If she's not evil, she's dead. Okay. I turn into a giant eagle. And I'm going to go try and fetch that shield from the middle of the fountain.
Cool. John, Casariel, are you joining her? Like, not as an eagle, but like, are you guys joining her to the garden?
Yes.
Alrighty. In that case, we're going to go grab the garden.
Alrighty.
So this is a massive garden. And as you can see, it is French style, a lot of segmented areas. These segments themselves are high enough that you can't really look beyond them if you're walking there. But with the advantage of having a creature that flies, it might help in pinpointing what might be roaming around this garden. You might be noticing that there is quite a bit of activity around here. In the middle of the garden is a large body of water in which there is a giant fountain. And if the description is correct, the fountain should harbor the shield. I'm going to place your tokens down.
I'm going to try and fly towards it and like pick it up, but if anything attacks me, then do with your discretion.
If you
For the
fly
party.
over to the fountain, you can't immediately see the shield from your position.
If I kind of start swooping down towards and like land on the fountain itself, don't know if
Okay.
anything around.
Yeah, you'll notice that at the very bottom, so basically near the water line, there is a shield lodged against the side of it.
Okay, I'll try to like go and go down and scoop it up with my claws.
A large tentacle will reach out of the water and try to bat at you. Will you fly away or?
I'm going to try and grab it still. I'm going to try and like maneuver grab it and fly away.
In that case, it's going to be combat.
All right.
So
I can't try to like artfully dodge. It'd be cool.
No.
Okay.
Rory's
No,
how long does the telepathic bond last?
It's an hour.
Oh, okay.
I believe. Yeah.
Alrighty. You turned into a giant eagle, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I'm going to give you the giant eagle token.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where can we go?
Very cool.
Yes.
My little
And I believe
hat.
you're ready. You can already move it around, right? I gave you rights to
Yes.
it, I believe. Right, wonderful.
I'm going to try and flee. Like grab this and flee as much as possible with this combat.
Right. So we'll see, but like we're gonna have to
Yeah.
roll for initiative for that and see what happens.
Okie doke.
And let's turn that on again. Alrighty, what are your numbers?
Okay. Let me get the eagle stat. 'Cause I think my initiative is that. Okay. That's going to be a 16.
Alrighty.
13 for me.
13 for Casario.
Oh, okey doke. We are rolling, and another 10. Awesome.
Okay. Let me just change the following. There we go. All right. In that case, the bog lurker is first.
That's a name.
Yeah, I know. It reaches out one of its giant tentacles and will try to hit you. And it will try to do so for a dirty... No, it's not a dirty 20, it's a 19.
It's
A hit?
very dirty 19.
All right. That is a total of 3 bludgeoning damage and 8 acid damage, and I need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. It's going to be... Okay, yeah, that's 14.
All right, you save, so you
Okay.
don't become grappled. But it may do so again, so it tries to attack you again, and it does so for an 18.
That hits?
Same game. 3 bludgeoning damage, 8 acid damage, so a total of 11, and another dexterity saving throw.
That's a... Oh yeah, that's way better. That's like 19.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Carla, it's your turn.
Okay. I want to grab the shield and try and fly away. What do you want me to roll for that?
It is lodged in there, so I need a strength check from you.
Okay. Oh,
Say
the
that
other one
again so I
escaped.
can catch it.
Sorry, natural 20. Natural
Yes!
20. Natural 20. Yes, sorry. I got excited.
You break it loose. Fine. You got it.
Okay. Okay. And then with movement, I'm going to try and move away, and I'll take the opportunity attack.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god, I've got 80 fucking flying speed. Oh my god.
One second before you
Okay.
move away. Let me
Okay.
just put you there. Because that is going to be a 24 to hit
That hits.
with a total of 11 points of damage
Yup.
and a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You better make sure that you make this one.
That's 14 again.
You're
One
fine.
plus
Okay,
3.
you can get away.
Doesn't stack, thank god. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just fly
In that
away
case-
80 feet.
Unless you want to like re-engage, I will call combat over there.
Yeah.
Pick us.
I'm not gonna re-engage, I'm good. I'm just gonna fly
Cool.
back. By the way, I was very close to being down on that polymorph. I was nearly polymorphed. Okay, I'm gonna squawk over, fly over John, and drop the shield on him, and then gracefully land beside Casariel and just turn to my regular person.
Well, that was
That is
easy.
beautiful. Yeah, this is a very, very big encounter that you just skipped. Guess there's all sorts of shit in the garden too, which, there you go. All right. The shield that you brought with you is a beautiful shield. Even though it has been lodged in this fountain for presumably centuries, it looks really beautiful. It is blackened at the front with 2 golden dragons at the side. It definitely marks resemblance to the logos and signage of Argynvost. I imagine that you want to start using this, John, or anyone else, but...
Yeah, it just... Casariel, do you wield a shield?
I show him my shield that I've only had the entire time I've known him.
Huh, I didn't know you've had that.
Yeah, no, I do. I have always had this shield. Yeah, yes. But what does it do? That shield.
Would you like to try?
So,
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
So the shield itself gives you 2 AC, as a shield should do, but it does have a couple of magical traits. First off, as a bonus action, the shield itself can cast a firebolt as an action, as a bonus action, once per day. So you have an extra spell coming from that.
Ooh.
But secondly, and perhaps most importantly, while you are holding this shield, you have advantage on saving throws against all spells and any magic.
Nice.
Huge.
Yes.
Huge.
So I have Shield Master, which I believe it gives me a +2 to saving throws and stuff. So I'm pretty good already. If you want, I don't say that out loud. I say, if you'd like an upgrade, I think this might work out.
Yeah, I don't want to take it from you though. If it can, does your shield master do any of that stuff?
It's not all of it, but it does give me some advantages, which would stack with this one. But the thing is, metagaming. I know you don't have that many magic items. And
No, I do. Well, I've got all my slots are taken.
oh,
Yeah.
well,
are
never
all
mind.
yours
Give
taken?
that back. yeah.
Hey,
All mine are taken.
John
but
reaching out to the shield. Give that back.
nobody lets me use my wand anymore, so I'm gonna put that in my pocket for a while.
We gave you the last one to use
I know.
a while ago, and you did.
And it didn't do anything except for I think it made me
Yes.
like not see for a while. I was blinded. That was it.
Oh yes, yeah.
Wonderful.
Paladin should
Pretty
have
funny.
this beautiful shield. If you die, though, I'll take it.
That's the spirit.
Deal.
Wait.
I'm kidding.
Oh, as if
So
she
this
wouldn't
is a,
raise the dead herself to bring you back.
This is a homebrew item, courtesy, by the way, of Pyram King, who is an absolute legend in making things like
Love
this.
it.
So GG on you,
Ooh.
Pyram King, for this item. I believe it is available on the marketplace in D&D Beyond as a homebrew item, so I'll add it to my collection so you can add it to your stat list.
Beautiful.
John.
And that's just advantage across the board on any spell effect.
Advantage on saving throws against spells and any magic against you. So
That's
you can't
amazing.
use it against anyone else. Or like for
Amazing.
anyone else.
So like, if a fireball hits me,
Yeah, you have advantage on the saving throw against that.
okay.
Oh,
I'm-
good. The next time, I will not feel bad about casting Dawn on top of you.
Yes, exactly. No, this is perfect.
Beautiful.
Poof, you can take this.
Yeah.
You're fine. Quit whinging about it. Beautiful. Cool. Well done, Carla. That was very clever.
She like plucks a feather out of her hair. Like, yes.
Oh man,
I did not want to do any more fighting.
Headcanon. She's actually like a giant spirit eagle, just because
Yeah.
of her spiritness. Oh my god,
A
I'm
ghostly
sorry.
eagle, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she turns super spirity
Okay.
on the thing.
So there's nothing in that mansion now. Basically nothing, right? how about we do a long rest? Honestly, I'm at the point now where Esmerelda's dead. I've just accepted that. She's gone over the river to the Baba La Saga, and if she's not, then she is the Baba La Saga, or she's evil. Let's rest up. Let's actually regain some of our strength and go tackle that water fane, I think.
I'm definitely going to need to see a body or something before I can be okay with the fact that I can't leave someone out here like this. But I agree.
We will, if we
do need
see
to
her
rest.
tomorrow, we will see her tomorrow, but...
If we go in there unprepared and we die as well, it's not helping anybody.
Exactly. So let's not die. It's at the point where I prefer to be alive than chase down someone who might not even be living.
You think we can...
If you do, I can have that shield. Right? We agreed on that. Kala heard it.
What did I hear?
Try to
Oh
save
my
me
goodness. You know,
Oh.
as an eagle,
Oh.
the sound just doesn't carry quite as well.
What?
Huh?
All right, I guess so. We'll
Oh,
see if
no.
we can rest up in the cold room.
Yeah,
With the
we'll find,
ghost?
like,
Maybe we can explore a little bit more and try to... Oh, wait. The
I've seen
guy
all
with,
of it, so I'll pick...
The guy with the mugs might be back. I don't know. So...
Well, let's get our rest before it decides to be rude again, and let's do it maybe out of that room, a different room. Yeah. You basically told it to
Sounds like a
not be
plan.
rude, right? And that has, like, a time limit.
Something like that. I don't know how long it's going to hold.
Should be a couple hours if it's... I'm quite adept at charming spells. So that should be a couple hours. That will give us enough time to rest up and get our tushies out of here.
Fantastic.
Perfect.
All right. I think that's our plan.
Wonderful.
We'll find a corner of the house and park up.
You turn around and you walk back into the mansion to grab a corner of the mansion to rest up. And as you move back... Oh, hang on. Let me move those tokens out of the way, because I believe I just moved you guys over there. Yep, there we go. Wonderful. As you guys move away from the garden, a couple of confused faces look up towards where you just were. Their faces hollowed out, no eyes there, but rather worms wriggling out of what once was a face. And slowly but surely, these nightmarish creatures start to slowly follow you inside.
Did we notice
But that will be something... No, you don't. But something... what that is, we'll know next week.
Help.
How long does Lehman's tiny hut take to pop up?
The what now?
10 minutes.
Nothing. No?
I believe.
I believe so too, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Future us has something to deal with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Luckily, they aren't that creepy.
Yeah, just wriggling eyes.
Yeah. They're pretty creepy.
Worm eyes.
Oh, that was a lot of combat.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh,
Oh.
Berez. Oh, Berez.
Oh, it's not that creepy. It's fine.
No, it's fine.
This
At least,
is
it
fine.
only,
We're
at least
fine.
it only has two
Everything's
legs.
fine. Well, you
I
didn't
have-
see how many legs it had.
I was gonna. I didn't say anything about legs.
Oh, God. I thought it was just a shambling person. Okay. Anyway. This episode had a lot of ups and downs. If you would, guys, anyone watching this on YouTube or listening to the podcast, please comment below with what was the moment where everything, like all the rails were gone. We've completely derailed. Which moment was it for you that did that? Was
What's
it
that,
the part moment? or was it the moment that Marissa could just lost?
Oh,
I mean, you know what's gonna happen.
she's gone. She's gone again. She's gone again.
Oh my god.
This has been.
I just wasn't expecting it.
See, this.
By the way, guys, like, subscribe, rate us
Yeah.
5 stars on all of your sweet listening platforms. We put a lot of effort into this, and we would love to see you guys just support us whatever way you can, which is include likes and subscribes and sharing with your friends and all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much.
Yep. We're gonna try to. We're gonna pass it along, but yeah, thank you all so much for making this what it is. It really is amazing, and thank you, Barry, for running this for us.
Yes.
That was absolutely amazing.
That was
Chaotic.
so fun.
As always,
Camila, standout performance. I love the pixie. That was adorable and amazing.
Yep.
Wonderful.
I think I know
Alright.
your inspiration for that, Pixie,
Oh, really?
and I like it. Yeah.
You might be right.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, I think I got.
We'll see you
somebody over
next
here.
week for episode 43.
Cool beans.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
All the art for that mimic, please. Just art it up. The mimic.